Welcome.
Her brother's dead.
Okay. and that's the intro. Welcome, Kindred, to Season 2, Episode 7, Calm Before the Storm. There are nights when the city roars, and nights when it whispers. But then there are nights like this. Nights when the city holds its breath. Our coterie has moved through this world as watchers, infiltrators, and survivors. They were spies without a war. Now, the masks are slipping, and the lines are being redrawn. The choice to step away from the game has already been made. What they might fail to realize, or what they might be painfully aware of, is that walking away is also a move on the board. So tonight, they wait. They wait for the call that might open the door out of the Camarillo's gilded cage, for the promise of freedom that might still be real, for one last chance to survive before their unlife is cut short. Freedom doesn't come quickly, and it never comes clean. Without the power to choose themselves, they have given up control and are at the mercy of others who will not let this opportunity pass them by. The coterie sits in the stillness, caught between what they were and what they hope to become. Their enemies don't move tonight, but they will. Every unreturned call, every unexpected knock, every shadow that lingers too long reminds them of the dread that has droning like a distant siren, warning of catastrophe. However, there is no violence yet, only a single held breath across the 5 boroughs. This is an illusion, however. For those who truly know how Kindred operate, they know that the silence is the true violence, where all betrayals turn from thoughts to plans, and when executions are decided. In New York, peace is never peace. It's strategy. It's position. It's the coiling before the strike. The most dangerous moment is not when the sword falls. It is the moment right before. With all of this firmly in mind, let's tell a vampire story. Elizabeth, you have some stains that we forgot to clear at the end of last session. You have 2. I believe your humanity is 7. You have 1 unchecked box. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll 1 black die. If it's a success, you clear all your stains. You feel remorse. You forgive yourself. If it is a failure, your humanity will drop to 6.
Failure. 0.
What goes through your mind as you think, as you leave the interaction with your sire, with Egbert? You see that door close before you leave.
I think there's a good amount of jealousy there. Mm-hmm. It's this very conflicting thing of like, I am so happy for him. I am so proud that you got to this point, because that's what Zemis ghouls want, ultimately. But she is jealous that it took her 200 years and it took him, 20? And she's very much like, I don't fully understand it. I mean, I don't think it's that she doesn't fully understand. I think she understands. It's that feeling of like, I know why this happened. I know why I'm in the position that I'm in, and I only have myself to blame for that.
In choosing not to be happy for your brother, and instead, like a dragon, to know that you have been slighted that you did not have what had been so freely given. Drops your humanity, bringing you ever closer to the beast. You're not quite a monster yet, but you care just that bit less about mortals, about others. You don't really cry bloody tears over the spilled blood anymore. You've joined our thin blood. Somehow, the two opposite ends of the spectrum, the most monstrous. What will that say about our coterie going forward? Who knows? It is up to you to decide.
Two sides of the same extreme get you to the same place.
Of the same coin.
Sorry, just real quick, that does clear my stains though, right?
Clears all stains and drops your humanity back by 1. Moving right along to our first scene. I believe Tranthara went along with Blaine for the night.
Yeah.
For what little was rest of it. Maybe the next 2 to 3 hours. And you all were talking about hanging out with Madi.
Harvey, are you still there?
Am I still there? I actually don't remember.
Yes, you were outside when Tranthara was picked up, so you are
Right.
here
Oh,
at
that's
the
right.
building.
Like smoking.
My vote is that we do it tonight.
Where do you go?
Hanging
I believe you talked about maybe Addison's Club for like maybe a slower vibe, but it really I think the conversation was more like, if anyone knows where to go, it's fucking Amane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
What's the
Is
vibe? What's the vibe?
Like we're not trying to get crazy because like Maddie's arm is still hurt, but like we're trying to have a good time.
Yeah. We could just go to a bar or something.
We could just go to a bar.
Yeah.
I'm down. Oh. Out of character, there was a bar that you were invited to so long ago at Elysium, which was Blaine's coterie mate, Azure's bar, the Silky Suite. How things line up.
How
things
The
line
seeds we plant, all of this.
Let's go there then. Let's do that.
Cool. So you guys head out over the bridge into Brooklyn, going towards the border of Queens and Brooklyn. That nice strip where you know that Blaine's Club is said to exist, and you could even spot the lights from the outside. Little parking garage in the back on the strip. The Club Petit Mort. Outside in the big neon letters. You pass by it on the same street. And you go to the bar called the Silky Suite. Has a little icon of a spider that is next to the big letterings, the little logo. When you walk in, it is, as I believe it to be, it's probably like a Monday or a Tuesday, perhaps. So it's not super busy in here, but it is New York, so there are plenty of people in here. It's more of a relaxed vibe. There's good decoration everywhere. But you walk in, and behind the counter is a young man with blonde hair, golden shirt that is the color of the bar, the nice golden and yellow muted lettering. He has a black apron on and a little golden name tag that says Peter on it. And I'll share with you his art.
Yeah, let me see it. Let me see my boy.
He's a normal boy.
Just a regular boy.
Just a regular guy.
Just a guy, man.
Look at him.
He's so cute. He's so little.
He's so little. So you
He's just a
see a man
boy.
in about his mid-20s, maybe talking 25, 26-ish. he is bartending. He's kind of in a little bit of a lull right now. The bar is within the hours of closing up, so you kind of come in like the last hour kind of place. So he looks up, smiles real wide. It's like, welcome to the Silky Sweet. How can I help you guys? You guys gonna sit down? You're gonna be at the bar. You can see there's booths around. And interestingly enough, there is a cage up on the corner of the bar that has a little vampire bat hanging from it.
Oh, that's cute.
That. Oh
Very
my God.
well groomed, like black and brown vampire bat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we want a table. Do we want a table?
I think we want a table, like a booth.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that.
So let me count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
I think so.
Yes.
4
Cause
and yeah, 5. Okay, cool. So I'll give you this booth over here, and I'll pull up a chair. Make yourselves at home. He grabs some like drink menus, brings it over, sits you guys down, wheels over a chair from an unused table, sets you guys up. He's like, do we know what we want today? Anybody just drinking water? Anybody want water?
Yeah.
just the chorus of vampires not knowing what the fuck to do.
I'll just take whatever beer you have on a bottle.
Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. What do you like? What's your flavor?
What's the you know what? We're celebrating. What's the most expensive beer you have?
The most expensive beer.
God damn.
You know, I'll bring it. I'll bring it. It's fine. It's not going to be that much more than anything else, really. But like, you know.
Yeah.
The fanciest of the least
fanciest.
alcohol you can get. Yeah.
The fanciest of the least fancy. Sure, yeah, for sure. Kind of jokes around with you,
You know
a
what?
little bit.
I'll take a glass of the fucking cheapest red wine you have.
A girl of my tastes. Yep, for sure. Oh, and could I just see your ID very quickly?
Oh, yeah, it's here.
Fucking baby.
So you hand him a ID that Addison once handed you a couple of weeks ago, and looks at it, gives it like a once over, barely checks, but like he just nods and hands it back to you. It's like, okay, cool. And he looks over to Salix and he's like, "Are you also partaking? I would need or is it just a water for you?"
Just a water, please.
Just a water. Okay, cool.
Just a water, please.
And ma'am, anything for you? I'm looking at Sif.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. No, just water.
I forget sometimes that you're all women. The only man is gone.
The only man is gone.
The only sir is gone.
And what did you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, just water.
Just water. Okay. And Maddie's just like, Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay. Cool. Coming right up. First, he wheels around, takes a couple minutes, brings you all water. Even if you didn't order one, he just sets it in front of you just in case. Customary for those ordering alcohol. And then comes back around. It brings you the most expensive bottle of beer he has, which I will look up promptly while you guys are speaking. I'll tell you
Understandable.
in a bit. And then brings over after the fact, a few minutes later, Jaeger bomb and a cheap bottle of wine, which, you know, none of you can have besides Maddie.
I mean, yeah.
And I will say that all of this can go on Elizabeth's tab. Elizabeth is paying.
Heard. Okay.
Oh yeah, your reach is shit. Your reach
Oh,
is
no.
shit.
I'll pay. I want to pay.
Oh no.
Well,
got
we
it.
can
I
decide that
literally-
in a bit. I'll put it. I'll just put it on an
We can split
open
it.
chat, and I'll charge it to a card later. It's fine. Well, you guys can have that argument. That's okay.
I'm already handing him my card.
No,
I'm
well,
like,
she
no.
did it first. Gotta be quicker than that.
I so want to be a dick, but I'm not going to in front of Maddie.
I could buy your whole establishment.
No, I was going to be like, I mesmerize him. No, you're only going to take my money.
That's fucking insane.
But I don't do that in front of Maddie.
The intrusive thoughts. The Humanity 6 really is getting to you fucking immediately.
God.
Go straight to your head.
So, that's wild as fuck.
It's whack.
Oh, and do you guys want to meet the bat?
Yes, I want to meet the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It's,
course.
it's so cuddly.
my
So Parker goes up to the cage and just holds out his hands like this and lets the bat kind of flap around in the cage a little bit and then land in his hands. Just kind of
Oh, this might have been a
outspread,
mistake.
kind of flat. And then he brings it over, and the scoop just places him gently onto the edge of the table, and the bat just kind of looks at everybody. Ears twitching, big ears twitching, and his little stout nose with the little flares up, and he just kind of waddles his way further onto the table.
Does anybody have any animal pen?
Yeah. I was
don't-
going to say.
Yeah, does anybody
Just
want to
look-
make any checks about this bat?
The bat is acting weirdly calm. So,
Yeah, and you know
I-
this bar is owned by a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just delighted about the bat, though.
I just want to go pet.
So his little head.
Like,
If you reach out to touch it, I will need a animal ken check. It is still an animal.
It is
Yeah.
still.
yeah, it is
What?
still.
What would that be?
It would be charisma
Animal.
and animal ken.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with charisma. Or successes.
The bat, as you go to like scritch on top of its head, actually waddles a little closer to you wherever you're sitting, and like just careens its neck, so you can
Like a cat.
scritch right behind its ears.
Oh my gosh, it's too fucking adorable.
It's kind of fluffy. It's well groomed. It's well washed. Well taken care of.
This is a lovely
I-
clean bat. I love it.
Would I know enough about this, whatchamacall, about ghouls to be, and about kindred to be like, this bat being so friendly to us is actually extremely suspicious?
Well, I think you can just make that assumption outright. You don't have to roll
Okay.
a check for it if you want. You can just outright state, I think this is a ghoul, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to
I'm
make
like-
a roll about it, we can entertain this possibility.
Yeah.
What I will say is this. You don't have any dots in animalism, do you?
I believe I actually do. I got, not animalism, no. I do. I have 2 dots in animal ken. I have protean and dominate are my 2
Do
disciplines.
you have any in occult?
Yes, I have 2 dots in occult with a specialization in kindred.
Cool. And then do you have, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 4.
I think you can just take half on this, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And I think as you look at it, just something about it, the way it moves, even in the way that like a bat should not operate like this. A bat should not
Yeah.
act like a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, bats don't do this.
Bats don't
If-
do this, first of all. And then secondly, I think it's something like somehow you like catch a look in its fucking eye and it's like this is having complex thoughts. Like
this
it is
is-
assessing situations in a way that like it's like thinking about social dynamics. It's like weirdly weighing in on the jealousy between Sib and Amane of like like choosing complex, not in the best way it makes scritches, but on like who can I fuck up the most in this emotionally.
Yeah. Who can I socially manipulate right now?
Can I socially manipulate right now? And I think you get Famulus.
Yeah, okay.
Is
Then
this
I
the
would
owner
just
of
like
the bar?
Did you pet it? Yes, you absolutely are able to pet it. Yes, I think the bar is two successes difficulty.
then I do think I like, oh, it's super cute. Let me take a picture, and I'm going to open a message, take a picture of the bat, and then also send in a group chat with all of us a text that just says, "Don't trust the bat. It's Gould."
Oh, I know
no
the
shit, Sherlock.
anyway. I love him.
I'm.
Yes,
How
the-
much
I don't know the sex of the bat. I guess I shouldn't assume.
The bat is male.
Okay, I
I
trust.
trust the bat with my life. You shouldn't.
I trust him. I trust him.
That bat
To be
is-
cute. I wouldn't tell
that-
him my secrets, but I trust him to be cute.
Yeah, that's
I trust him
Can you
to
make
take it
a
and, like, go,
manipulation
pet, 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 pet.
subterfuge against the bat? As
absolutely,
you try
yeah.
to conceal your, I don't trust this fucking bat, man. Fuck this
I
bat in
don't-
particular.
Look,
You
this
said
bat.
manipulation. All right, so
Manipulation subterfuge, yeah. This bat got malice, bro.
that's no successes.
If you at any point after this reach out to touch the bat, it bites you.
All right, I wasn't going to. I'm like, oh, that's such a cute animal, and I'm looking at it like, and we both know.
I think you catch it staring at you like, bitch, try me. Like,
The fuck out
And
of
it's a very much
bitch,
a.
who
I'm
the
not.
fuck do you think you are right now?
Who do you think
You coming
are?
to my house?
And start throwing accusations.
What the fuck is this? Whose man's is this?
This-
Meet me outside. How about that?
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Elizabeth will be right back. She needs to fight this bat real quick.
I need to hand-to-hand combat this fucking bat.
Imagine if you lose.
So I think you guys also look at, as you guys know that, and like, oh, this bat definitely confirmed Gould, is like staring at Elizabeth with contempt.
Just
I'm also kind of giving Elizabeth a look like, yeah, girl, like, what's your problem?
Kind of pushes itself up to make it look bigger, flares its wings out, like, what's good?
Are we?
Bye.
I'm very. I've
Who the
I've
fuck-
never been mean mugged by a bat.
Square up. Square up, huh?
Square up. Square up.
What's good, dog? What's good? You don't know my game.
I don't, and that's what scares me.
I good
This
then.
is
Stop talking shit.
this is like, okay, the bat is Gould, obviously. Okay, who the fuck cares?
He's a cutie patootie. I love it.
just goes up as you start going. Scritch, staring daggers at
Staring
Elizabeth as he's getting scritched. And
Yeah, I agree with you, little man. Like, I'm sending vibes of confirmation to the bat.
he kind of climbs up on you, like starts hanging from on the side of your shoulder, just
Oh yeah.
cling there, like little tiny claws like stuck in between like the threads of your sweater, just
Oh,
clinging.
I love it. I love it.
Eventually, Parker, as this is coming on, like brings you guys your drinks. He's like, I feel that he's taking a liking to all of you. This is great. This is awesome.
And that's how you know he says that to everybody.
What's his? Sorry, what's the bat's name?
Oh God, I used to know this. I don't quite remember. I usually people don't. It's
They don't
been a
ask
long
the
night.
bat's name?
I think it is written somewhere, but I don't remember it, unfortunately. I kind
He's
of
got a
busy
little
trying to finish
collar.
up school, I'm a little scatterbrained, so. Can I roll to ask the bat its name, and how the fuck are you going to do that? How the fuck are you going to talk to
You
the bat?
have-
And also, how the fuck is the bat going to answer you? Give
You
it a
have
pencil?
animals?
Give it a
It's still a bat.
I mean,
It can't write. You gonna ask the bat about Carthage, motherfucker?
Ouija word it.
Not so smart. No,
That's
can't
what
even
spirits.
be.
That's what Civ does. That's
That's what-
Oh my gosh.
right. The bat can read and write, so you have to. It has to like. It's writing for 5 hours as it just goes. I don't know what Carthage is to write out
I don't know
one
what-
sentence.
Hey, wait, yeah, real quick. What's this bat's opinion on Carthage?
What
Yeah,
what is its opinions on the complex geopolitical
Complex geopolitical situation of Carthage
3,000
thousands of
years
years
ago?
Yeah, 3,000 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
Let's
look
say
up the bat's name.
You said the bat was smart.
I dub the Bartholomew.
Don't
Bartholomew?
Don't be insulting.
That one's
Oh.
no.
No, we don't like it.
Don't like the
Okay.
Hey, that's like calling
Your name is Human Tholomew.
Human
that's,
No,
That's
that's
wild.
like calling a person
your
human.
name's Humanuel now. Enjoy,
Yeah.
Humanuel?
Humanuel.
I'm texting Lorena. Do you
I see.
remember what the bat's name is?
Yeah, I need Lorena's input.
Lorena, tell me what the bat's name is.
Tell me, please.
Urgent.
And I hope
Urgent
I
inquiry.
hope to God she gets back to me soon.
Oh.
All right, so Maddie sits back, fucking downs this Jaeger, and then just pushes it over. And is like, "Oh, she's paying, then I'll grab another one." It's
Yeah.
like, all right,
Get it?
that was
Okay.
insane, but yeah, good. It's like, oh,
I get her whatever she wants. I don't care. She can have whatever she
Can I
likes.
have a double
Yeah.
then? Can I have a double farm?
You can have
Yeah.
5 doubles for all I can.
I'm not trying to kill my liver too.
Hey, I never said it was a good idea. I said you could do it if you want.
Some of us care about our health, Civ.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
I don't have a
Yeah.
health to care about, so
I'm sorry that not caring about your health gets you to me faster.
listen. Steve is saying take care of your liver. You should be worried. She's like, it tastes better without alcohol, actually.
Oh my god.
Until I can enjoy it still. You can't take that away from me.
Stacks on deck, patrol on ice. Civ is popping bottles all night. You can have whatever you like. You like.
By the way, did anybody fucking blush of life, or are we just sitting in this bar, just bodies?
Yeah.
You
I
didn't.
should.
I did. I rolled for it and put it in the chat.
You
And said
You did.
I will.
That is fair.
I'll also roll for it. Might as well.
I wanted to
That-
actually drink my wine.
Yeah.
So are you going from not blushed of life, been in here for a few minutes, to blush of lifing now? Is that what I'm understanding?
That would look weirder, wouldn't it?
I'm just asking.
I'll go to the bathroom and do it. Because
For anyone
break up that like
who wasn't, that means Salix, Civ, Elizabeth, give me
I plan
charisma
ahead.
stealth.
Charisma stealth.
Alright.
That's
To be so charming that he does not notice that you were not being
Do I add stunning to this?
No, actually. No.
rolling high. One success for Elizabeth.
I mean, this guy literally forgot the name of the bat in the bar he works at. So I don't
Yeah, he
think
doesn't-
Lorena got back to me, and Lorena was like, "He has a name," and I was like, "I don't know. You tell me, dog."
You tell me.
She was like, "I don't know if he has a name," and I was like, "That's fair."
fucking bat. You didn't think bat.
All the servers
We
have a
played
different
for
name for him.
3 sessions. That bat showed up once.
Understandable. You know what? Fair.
I'm
We
using
get it.
willpower to re-roll that.
Sure, yeah, you'll clear it after tonight anyway.
1 success.
And then Civ, what was your roll?
1 success.
Peter, while you got up to go to the bathroom, you blush of life, you come back. He looks at you a little too long, which also means that since you all got one success, that he is starting to stare
Damn it.
at everybody but Amane, actually. Amane looks the exact same as when she came in, and Maddie.
Yeah.
Maddie looks fine
I'm Maddie.
too.
Yeah.
So Maddie looks at you, Amane, like, and gives you a look of like, I noticed, he noticed.
Yeah. Duh.
And is
Give
like,
her a look of that.
and is kind of like trying to silently communicate to you, and then pulls out her phone.
She's trying to transmit brain signals, and then remember she owns a cell phone.
Fucking
Yeah.
camera bullshit, fucking stupid. Fucking. And then you get a text to Mane specifically of like, what do we do?
I'll like text her back. Hopefully, I mean, his boss owns the place. And his boss is like, yeah.
His boss is like, yeah.
Doesn't mean he knows. Send.
If things go to shit, we could always run. I don't know, man. I'm not used to this.
Maddie texts the group chat. Can anybody wipe memory?
I'll text. I can. I'll be out in a moment.
May need to after we leave.
I'll thumbs up it.
And then she puts her
I
phone
mean,
away
yeah.
and drinks really fast.
I'll just sip on my wine. Be like, oh man,
Cool.
I
You'll have
miss
to throw
alcohol.
it up later.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is. If we're all blush of lifing, are we drinking anything, or are we just letting the drinks sit there, untouched?
I think with Elizabeth having blushed of life, I think she is like, when you blush of life, you can just drink, like you'll throw it up later, but
After the scene is done.
Actually,
Right?
I think lower humanity, you still have to make a check for it.
not
maybe losing out.
not to that level. No.
To
Yeah.
that level, I might be thinking of humanity 5 instead of 6.
Oh no, you're right.
all right, humanity.
Oh, I am?
What do we need to do? I've already done a rouse check for it. What else do I need to do?
I believe it is a composure stamina test. Only Elizabeth has to do that. I'm so sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Even
No,
when
okay.
using Blush of Life, and unless using Blush of Life is the key wording here. So only Elizabeth has to do this.
If Chantara... Wait, no,
Are
Chantara...
you
Um,
rolling? Because you will throw up
Jesus.
immediately.
I am. Oh, I would throw up immediately. Okay, I would.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
so
it
I
is-
was confused.
So it is.
I thought you were saying to make this check for blush of life.
No. So when
Okay.
drinking at humanity
Okay.
6 and down, you have to make checks to keep it down. Otherwise, your body just goes, "That's not blood."
But yeah.
Then no. Whatchamacall? Oh, actually, would I know that?
You have not been humanity 6
Yeah.
before.
So then, yeah, I'll roll for it, but I'm going to expend a willpower to re-roll. Re-roll the 3 failures.
You just need 2 more successes. Nothing crazy. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh,
So-
Jesus Christ!
You are
All right.
So you down it, and you feel your body start to reject it, and you go, "Nope," and push it back down. Your stomach just tightens and holds it, and you will be able to keep this down for the next hour.
I don't think anybody's mentioned Maddie wanting to be embraced to Amane, so she's not going to bring that up.
Also,
That-
a weird
that-
place to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already over here fucking staring, so we should be normal.
Actually, no, Salix does look dead, because Salix did not blush of life.
Felix looks dead and has not touched her drink.
So
Um,
you're getting
Right.
extra stares, and the longer the scene goes on, the more suspicious it looks. Just putting that out there.
What did Salix get?
I think
She
it's
didn't.
water.
She did not.
No, I meant
You got water.
yeah.
No, she got water, but she's not touching it. But
Okay.
That's not the suspicious part.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
The suspicious part is that you're not breathing. You look like a walking corpse.
Yeah, it's kind of whack, bro.
Weird vibes.
Damn it,
Yeah,
Shen.
you know what?
Chandra isn't here, so I can't ask for a smoke break.
Nope.
I'm here.
Civ is here though. You know Civ
Civ?
smokes more than Chandra
I do?
somehow.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Civ goes out like once an hour for a smoke when she's at the museum. Like,
Yeah.
Viv, do you mind if we, or at least if I go for a smoke break?
oh yeah, I'll join you.
Oh yeah,
I
realized
think
that,
noticing
like,
that Civ is getting a particularly deep stare. I think I'm just going to say, or Salix, yeah, sorry. I think Elizabeth will just say, how about, whatchamacallit, we finish up our drinks here, and then we, hit up the next spot, of our, bar crawl. Oh, with Civ gone, I'll take the tab.
I
no,
already
wait,
gave her
you-
mine.
yeah, you're right.
He,
You're right.
He kind of looks away from Salix and Civ exiting, and then looks at you and smiles and is like, "I already have her card. Sorry."
I would like to, as he looks at me, does the bat go out? Because the last time the bat was with Civ, does the bat go out with Civ, or is it
if
staying?
Civ moves to go outside, the bat like kind of flies off, like to go
No,
around.
like if I'm gonna leave, I will put the bat back where he goes. Like if he's still chilling with me.
Yeah, he hangs out on the table for a little bit and then flies off.
Okay, cool.
You can cloud memory or
Sorry.
not?
Yeah, I think I'm
Okay.
just want.
Can I just put something out there?
I thought. Yeah.
What happened
Yeah.
is that Salix looked at Civ and said, "Can I go for a smoke break?" You immediately started talking to him. He grabbed your attention. He said, "I already have her card." That's what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's room for deliberation. It's either you're doing it right now or you're not, and then you can deliberate after if you choose to.
It would be smarter to do it after we leave, so we're not here when he forgets us.
Well, I thought it was like you can forget. I thought it was he forgets a specific thing, or is it just he forgets the last, however so block
It's-
of time?
It's
Pretty
both.
sure it's
I thought it's both.
It's
Okay,
it's
so
both.
I can just. So then, can I just say you're gonna forget you saw anything weird about this?
Forget the current
Because if
moment
it's-
as well as the last few minutes, enough to make a superficial feeding or a chance meet, to mask a superficial meeting or feeding or a chance meeting. No new memories are formed, and if present, the victim realizes that they have a few minutes missing. So you've been here for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think it's a
Means
little
you can
too late.
Could I
You can
make him
forget this entire thing.
or could I make him forget just like the block of time where it's like he started to realize something was off?
Yeah.
Now
where he
that-
just forgets like
yeah.
the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Work.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He already said he was scatterbrained.
He forgot the bat.
So
fucking.
so you say,
Yeah.
I'll get the card. He looks at you. He makes eye contact.
Cloud memory. Forget that you've seen anything weird.
His eyes glaze over. Blinks.
Thank you for everything. I think whatchamacallit, we might be closing our tab soon, I believe.
Yeah, that that's
But
Yeah.
thank you and I think if Civ's gonna cover the tab, Elizabeth is gonna cover the tip.
cool. So he looking at the card weirdly, like, when did I pick this up? Just kind of okay, cool, and swipes it and closes it out, and then puts the card back on the table with the receipt she has to sign, and then he stretches a little bit. He's like, thanks you for coming to the Silky Suite. When you go, we're gonna be closed up. And I imagine if you guys are bar hopping or anything, like, I don't know what your plans were tonight, but, sun's kind of close to coming up, I think we're gonna close up. I don't know if anybody else would really be open anyway, so, I mean, I'm sure you could find something. It's New York City, but.
Yeah. I think we have some spots, but thank you for Thank you.
Yeah. You guys have a good night, okay? It was nice meeting you.
It's night.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I guess we leave.
Bat. Hey, come here. Back in the cage. Come on. Yeah, come down. I'll give you treats.
He gets a net. He gets like a butterfly net. Fun fact: that's actually how when you do when you're researching bats, a massive butterfly net is actually how you catch them.
Oh my
Very
god.
funny. He doesn't
That's
bother.
adorable.
He knows that the bat listens to him for some reason. He's like, come here, give you treats.
It's
Come
a
here.
it's a really well trained bat.
It's a really.
I
good
didn't know
bat.
you could do that.
I didn't know.
but-
Either. It came pre-trained. I didn't train it. Come here. I have a grape. I have a grape.
Oh,
For a vampire.
cute.
it can eat them. I think
Pet.
it eats them. Whatever. I
It
don't
Kitty.
know.
This is Justin. Elizabeth doesn't care.
It eats.
Oh my god. It's so
Its greed
Oh my
sickens
gosh.
me.
It's greed sickens me.
Just places it back in the little cage.
The
Closes
greedy creature.
it. A greedy creature. Well, goodbye, Bridget. Have fun on your way to. Have fun on your way to the funny place.
The funny place.
We move away from that scene, and I will say, the night ends. You all go back to where you go back to. You can clear all of
Yep,
your
in the
damage.
alley.
You can clear all of your willpower. Back down to a clean slate.
Bee.
And I will ask, Amane, where are you staying tonight? Because I imagine Civ goes back to her haven, Elizabeth goes back to her haven, Chanther is staying with Blaine, Salix is effectively in the background somewhere. So, Amane, where do you stay?
Somewhere. At her place.
At her place. And Teddy's there too, right?
I mean, it can be.
Cool. I think he is. So I think he's there when you wake up. So everyone, rouse check for the next night.
Yippee! We're vampires.
Wahoo.
We wake up and hungry.
We're about November 20th ish.
We're getting closer to the birthday.
Wow. Almost your birthday.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
Get
Both
hungrier.
in-game.
Get hungrier.
That's really
Everybody
hungry right now.
gets so hungry. Everybody
about?
gets
I'm
so
hungry here
hungry.
too.
Can
Oh, what
I-
the fuck?
Can I also go ahead?
And
Can I
you're
roll?
fine.
Can I roll to eat?
Can you roll to eat? Yes, you can. Now do you know what your pool is? Because I don't remember.
My pool is medicine and something.
That makes sense. What do you got? Your Grim Reaper? Grave Robber?
I am grave robber. Yeah,
Resolve in medicine.
resolve medicine. Okay, cool. So that is a pool of Jesus. Good lord. It's 8 dice. Casual.
5? Yeah, I think that's enough. Not enough to go past go back to Hunger 1 unless you go out to kill somebody. But you go back to Hunger 1, I believe.
Yeah. I eat cold dinner. We all know this about me.
We all know.
We know what I like and what I like for dinner. And I'm not
Liver.
changing.
Gallbladder.
I like
All these French terms. Just kidding. Cold cuts.
Oh my god.
love it.
Wonderful.
That's good.
That's
We're
perfect.
bonkers, man.
So, yes. So, Amane, as soon as
dear.
you wake up, it's been about like 10 minutes since you're up, and you get a knock on your door.
I made it.
Okay. I'll look through the people for. Is there people?
There is, if you want there to be, it's your haven.
Yeah, there's the people.
There's a
I
people. You look through and you see the familiar visage of Addison.
oh fuck, what is Addison doing here? I'll like open the door and just be like, yo.
Oh, yo, get off mute.
Yo, as it were. Hello, Amane. Good evening. And I suppose good morning as well.
Good morning. You wanna
I would
come
ask
in or
how your
stand
sleep
ominously?
is, but you know, we both know how that goes.
Yeah.
I was
like the dead.
wondering. Yes, of course, as we all are.
Yeah.
May I come in?
Yeah, you could come in or you can continue standing ominously in the doorway. Whatever
Well-
fits for you.
Oh, you have such a way with words. And he walks inside and lets you close the door. Teddy kind of gives him a fist bump, and Addison looks for a split second and then returns it in a very robotic manner, like he's not used to doing that. And then it kind of turns around, hands in the pockets of like a beige cardigan. It squares his shoulders off, stands up a little bit straighter. I was wondering if I could interest you in a night of fun.
A night of fun. What would this entail exactly?
Just that. No, I'm not asking you for anything. I genuinely just want to give you a night away, I suppose, from chaos and everything. You and Teddy is welcome. There's no expectation. I just genuinely think I would like to enjoy the night together, if that would be okay.
I'm down. Down. That sounds like, well, fun.
Well, I'll give you time to get ready then, because we're going all night. So,
Okay, is there like a dress code or like...
whatever you feel most comfortable doing. If you want to go somewhere in particular, then dress for that.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
She'll-
hang out. And he sits
Yeah.
down on your couch and just kind of sits there, waiting.
And he probably like tries to make small talk. It's like...
So,
That's
what brings you around here? I'm on
Oh my
it.
I'm
Slow
on.
down.
Oh, me too.
I'll dress myself in proper pearl clutching attire.
Ooh, nice and fancy, huh?
Yeah.
For you, I guess.
I mean, yeah. But I'm not the one clutching the pearls.
You're gonna make other
here's
people
a good
clutch their pearls.
Yeah, here's a good representation of the heels that she's planning on wearing.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck. Yeah.
Haha.
So you come out and he looks and he's like, stunning. I love it.
It's one of the things that I have a calling in.
I know. I loathe the mind to say it, but Toreador's meant for good things.
Yeah, we know talent when we see it.
Exactly. And that I admire. Well, car's still running.
I'll like ask Teddy if he wants to come with. Teddy.
And Teddy's like, I'll go. If you want me to go, I'll go. I can stay here. And Addison's like, no, I want you to come. Come, please. Enjoy yourself. We're not going to exclude you.
We are being buttered. Can I roll insight or something on this man?
Yeah, what's insight? Go ahead.
Wits insight. Hunger 3. What is my... Okay, what's my wits? Okay. 2 successes. Oh dear. I am 100% being buttered up, and I'm probably...
As far as you can tell, nothing nefarious. No
not
trying to go
fun.
past you. No trying to butter you up for any reason. He is. Your assumptions are your own. I will not tell you anything, but as far as you know, he's being genuine.
Yeah. I'm like... Sure, why the fuck not? Teddy, come with us. Have
Well,
some
okay.
fun.
I won't say no. How could I? Someone paying for my drinks? Ugh, please. Well, if you'd like to go somewhere where There are drinks. I can interest you in many, many places. We are in the biggest city in the world. So, where do you want to go? As he starts leading you down and towards his car. What's Teddy have the back seat, you in the front. He's driving.
You know, there was a party I was invited to play at, but like I declined because like there's all sorts of things happening right now. I don't think I could afford to go do things. But the party did sound fun.
Do you want to go?
I mean, only if you want to.
I'm always down for a party.
Party's great.
I am my clan after all.
Yeah.
Let's go enjoy ourselves.
Let's go enjoy ourselves.
And he drives you to the party, which I presume is somewhere in Queens. Hell if I know.
I don't know shit about New York, man.
And where does he bring you? Where does he pull? What's the vibe?
So it's an almost identical scene to, I think it was our second session.
Yeah, the original party. I think, is it the same venue? Is it the same place?
No, it's not. It's a different place. I'm cultured enough to go to different places.
I was just like, maybe that's a usual spot. I don't know. So I think you show up and it's like that weird, like, if people look me in the eyes for too long, they're like, oh shit, weren't you that fucking, like, hey yo.
Oh yeah, I need a blush of life. I need a blush of life. I don't want to be dead. I need to go get a snack.
So does, as you say that, Addison's like, I think I do as well. Do you want to double up? This isn't particularly my scene. I may have to go back to my place to feed, but, you know, maybe I'll find somebody I recognize.
Maybe. I'm always down to, vibe here. Sure, we could find someone together. It's...
Well,
So,
let's, lead the way. I'll let you go.
okay. What's my scene queen pool, isn't it?
That's what I was just looking up. Scene queen is manipulation persuasion.
Yeah.
Something that Harley is very good at.
I'm also very good at that. Well, not as good as charisma. It's 4 blood die.
4? Oh no.
Hee. Because I failed the rouse check this morning and I failed the rouse check to be alive.
No, that's very bad.
I'm gonna willpower. Fuck. I accidentally tilted my thing while reaching for my tracker.
Just reroll, it's fine.
Just reroll. Okay. So I might not willpower. Oh dear.
Terrible. Terrible noises.
It's fine. It's 3 successes.
So,
Oh, do I add beautiful to this?
yes, add beautiful. Add your 1 die.
Okay.
Add 1 more die.
Okay, 4 successes.
Okay, 4. So, I think you have a much easier time in here. Addison is mostly following you. He's kind of like half looking, but like he's mostly just like, I'll just fill in on whatever. I'll go with whoever you want.
Amane finds a duo. And she twirls her hair and she, you know, does all that shit and like leads him out to like the alley outside of the warehouse.
And Addison follows you, and I think Addison takes whichever one is looking at him more and is like, as cringe as it is, he doesn't know the meme. He just goes, "Do you like jazz?" And I think the person's like, "Yep." He's like, "Good," and then looks at you to like synchronize it, and then thanks to Sten.
Yay! Do I want to fill?
And now here's the question: was this guy lying? So you see Addison before he goes, sinks fangs. His entire body tenses, and then he immediately pulls his fangs out and looks at him close. He's like, "You lied to me. Wonderful. Well, you enjoy that," and pats him on the head and just lets him slide down. And well, you enjoy.
I'll take 2 dots. I don't wanna hospitalize this person.
You take 2, going back down to 2. What I will say, however, is you are at 4.
Yeah,
Hunger
it's a
frenzy.
thing. What do I need to do?
Hunger frenzy.
Hunger frenzy. That's what is that?
That is your unspent willpower plus 2 dice for your humanity.
Okay. So glad I didn't actually spend willpower. Oh shit! Damn, 4 successes.
That is
Does
enough.
that succeed?
Yes,
Yes!
that succeeds. You successfully stave off
Thank
a hunger
God.
frenzy, and you only take 2.
And since he left the other guy, I'll take one from the other guy that he said nah.
Yeah, one taste of blood, and he was like, "You don't like jazz, actually." Gross. So you take 1 dot from him. They're all fine. Addison, out of his, he grabbed this earlier in preparation, just takes out 2 water bottles and just puts them right there. And he's like, and you enjoy that. And he kind of shudders a little bit and says, "Shall we go join Teddy?"
Yeah. Just, we were never here, right? And I'll look both of them in the eye, and we were never here.
You glaze over the memory, wipe it with a large brush, and they don't remember a thing. And you are
So much
left
fun.
before it comes back. Very useful. Very
Yeah,
useful indeed.
thing I picked up.
I meant to tell you earlier.
Yeah.
Before we go forget our troubles, I'll bring up one. I think bad things are about to happen.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, well, it's coming from me.
You?
Well, it was my task to pull you out. And I'll let you in on something. This is me pulling you out. Okay?
Oh.
Does
Yeah.
that... Are we on the same page? Are we clear
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's come to my attention that sometimes our hands are tied. And I would I save who I can. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that information? I know that's a lot, but I imagine you probably care about them, but I don't hear you speak by yourself a lot. So I'm curious.
Yeah. You know, you can't help but feel guilty.
What do you feel guilty for?
I had a job and I failed.
Fair enough. Let me ask, why did you accept it in the first place? You didn't... Don't take this the wrong way. I didn't see a huge amount of effort on your part.
You know when you're just sitting in the same place and you want to get up and move, but like you're just glued to the chair.
It's subtle, but you notice that he has taken your hand wherever it is. And you can feel just the gentle rubbing of his thumb over the back of your palm. Yes.
Yeah. And I thought this was an opportunity to pry myself out off of the leather, but it takes a lot of effort to.
It does take a lot of effort. And I am proud of you for trying. That's more than a lot of kindred can say.
Yeah.
Some, when they feel like that, walk into the sun.
Still haven't done that yet, so I guess that's a point. Guess that's a point for me.
I believe that's 10 points for you. How old are you?
I'm reaching on 30, I think. I've lost track.
10 points for... 30 points for Gryffindor, then.
30 points for Gryffindor. I do wonder what my house is. I never did take a test.
I would imagine Gryffindor. I could see Hufflepuff, but I don't want to insult you.
I'm sorry.
Slytherin?
Maybe.
I know I'm Slytherin.
Oh. Maybe we can do that later today in our Nightapalooza or whatever the fuck we're gonna call this.
Right. Look, this is my way of giving you another opportunity to get off the chair. If getting off the chair means going somewhere safe for a while, then that's one way of getting off the chair. But
Okay.
I would extend a great deal more than that. And I believe you capable of rising to meet it once you get out of the lull, the muck and grime that sometimes pulls us down.
The allure of a schedule and what's the word? Fuck. Routine.
You know, as much as I hated it, school was good for at least giving structure.
Yeah. Ugh. Sucked though.
It did. And I imagine it was probably better for you than it was for me. Could you imagine going to school during World War I? Insane.
Oh. Ugh.
Yes. Very bad. Can you imagine
Not
being
good.
7 during World War I?
Imagine being alive during World War One.
I know. Well, most of us were, so we have quite an advantage of age on you.
Yeah. Yay. I'm but a youngling.
Yeah, well, for your age, I think the fact that you are you know, at some points I think not speaking is good.
Yeah.
And I think that when you do speak, you have a measured response. And I think that's valuable.
You need to know every word you're saying and what it might mean.
It's better than spilling secrets.
Word vomiting?
Yeah. And as far as I'm aware, well, you guys told me that there was quite a bit of that, which is why I am partially tied. So, things are moving quickly, and I'm going to give you a night of fun because you deserve it, and also because I want to give you time away from it to examine it without bias. Besides your own.
Sad my own. Not be a player in this grand game for only a moment.
Yes, only a moment. That is the key phrase there. I was going to say, or play on a different side of the board, promote yourself to a
Or-
queen. Not that you weren't a queen. You are very much a queen. See, flattery does get me somewhere.
Flattery does. It gets everybody somewhere.
Somewhere. Whether it keeps them there, that's a different story.
Yeah. And how far it gets you.
In your slow walking, you realize that you are closer to the door and are coming up upon it, about to re-enter. So,
I don't think
what?
we should keep Teddy waiting, you know?
No, we shouldn't. And
We shouldn't.
don't dwell. Try not to dwell. I know that was a lot to drop on you. I apologize, but it had to be done. So, try not to dwell on it too long. Have fun. Let go. I know you know how to do that. So, enjoy yourself. But sooner rather than later, I would like a decision. I don't care what it is. There's no judgment from me. I'm just giving you the opportunity to think. And if it takes going to a quieter place, and I don't know. I don't know if you're much of a classic vocalist, but I can give you some singing time alone in the club if you want. Raking some cash.
I've done a lot of different genres, man.
Good to hear. And then also I can grab a snack because, like, oh my god, I'm hungry. But
Yeah.
let's not keep him waiting.
Let's not keep him waiting. He deserves some fun too.
Yes, he does. So he opens the door and gives you a very exaggerated bow as he allows you to go inside first. Thank you. And allows you inside. And then what you don't see, is as he goes in, he kind of stops in the door halfway. His smile drops, and he looks out, scanning from side to side. We can see the camera pan over the dark, dimly lit parking lot, side house. It cuts back to his face, grim, worried. But then he puts on that big smile and walks inside just a moment later. And we're going to cut from there as you have a wonderful night with Addison and Teddy and whoever else manages to end up on the dance floor with you. And we approach near to midnight as this night concludes. But I will move our camera over to Chanthra. Can I ask what you were doing once Blaine left the previous night? I heard there was going to be some cocaine being snorted.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we're deep in the bag of cocaine. I think that's
How much do you do? Because I think he gave you a gram, which is a fuck ton, by the way.
done. Part of me is like, how much can a person do?
You have mortal frailty, so like, yeah, you know.
How much can a kindred do?
What is Chantra trying to accomplish?
You could just do the one line. I don't know if you can stop, but.
I'll do two.
So you do the cocaine. Are you feeding tonight? Before you do the rouse check to.
I should. I'm already here at the club, so I might as well.
You gonna
Cool.
feed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you right now. This is a free feeding. You don't even have to fucking roll.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can find anybody willing in here to
Yeah.
bring them back into a room. I will say you do notice that Max is on the floor of like managing, like he's running the place, and he doesn't have a shirt on. He has a leather harness thing. He fits the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
So just painting that picture for everybody of what this type of place is, and we're gonna move on.
I like I love his manager uniform.
That's his manager uniform. It's that and black khakis.
Oh,
I know the vibe.
sexy. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he
Say less.
So he you pull somebody in up a flight of stairs into a private room. Do whatever you gotta do. Feed. How much are you taking that night?
I only need one because I'm at like 2, so.
So you go back
Just-
down to 1 and all of this. The next night when you make your rouse check, you succeed, so you stay at 1, so you're good there. And do you do anything in between that point and midnight?
No, I don't think so. Well, is Blaine back? So because this is the next night, right? Or this?
So yeah, so that night, once he left to go feed, you don't see him or hear from him specifically. If you reach out, he doesn't. You don't see him anywhere. Like if you ask Max, it's like he went elsewhere. He
That's fine.
was finishing up business just real quick before the night ended. But the next night he's back home. He's here.
Right.
If you wanted to talk to him before midnight, he's around. Who's driving you to the art hole, to Elysium?
Well, I guess if I can get a ride from Blaine or Max.
Max is not managing tonight, I don't think. I believe his ghoul, who is the other like manager here, Jessica, who you met on a number of occasions, is running the place tonight. So either one of them can drive you, or they can go together. Doesn't matter.
Literally whoever.
So then, Blaine, are you sparing Max as a resource at the moment, or are you going yourself?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a fucking dungeon.
Oh my god.
Look, get a load of this nerd.
This fucking guy.
Max can take me then if Blaine is preoccupied.
Blaine is also
Yeah, Blaine is actively playing Final Fantasy XIV as we speak.
Yeah, he looks up from the computer. And he's like,
He's playing Viper, of course.
yeah. Blaine will drive him, but he's definitely gonna stay in the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I was like,
It would be uncouth to be like, and now tell him what you told me.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna stay in the car.
Cool.
Yeah. I just need somebody to take me there, I guess.
Can't drive.
Shuttle.
no license.
So you get into the accident you did last night and drive all the way down. No, actually, you're in Brooklyn at the moment. You're not in Manhattan. So it doesn't actually take that long. It probably actually takes only more of like 10, 15 minutes to get there. And you walk inside, park nearer to the front. Walk inside the familiar art gallery. Last time you were in here, you watched Pearl die before your very eyes.
Really nice to meet.
I just need to throw that out there. That
Yeah.
comes to mind. That was pretty significant trauma.
Real nice to meet. Nice to meet. Really normal.
And you're about to
No,
meet with the person who killed her. So that's cool.
super cool. Super chill vibe.
just
The vibe.
just the complexities of the unlife are great. Standing inside, hands in his pockets of his jacket, you see Kadir. He looks over as you walk in. Ah, hello. How are you doing?
Been hanging in there.
I would make a joke about a cat poster, but as I understand it, you don't have a place to hang one anyway. So
Damn.
unless somebody has accommodated.
I had something to tell you.
Yes, let's go into a more private room.
All right.
He leads you upstairs into what looks like a boardroom, a big conference area, and one of these long tables, like ornate mahogany table, nice chairs, frills, and padded with nice felt, nice cloth. He sits across from you.
Okay. I'll be patting the chair and then I'll sit down, you know. So I can't think of a tactful way to put this, so I'm just gonna put this like as straight as I can be.
Probably for the best.
My coterie works for the Anarchs.
Is that so?
Yes.
In what way?
They were contracted by Baron. Is it pronounced Fiero?
That is correct.
Yeah. Fiero to spy and infiltrate the Camarilla.
That is a hefty accusation. Although I'm inclined to believe you for the numerous amount of strange circumstances. So you're spies?
Yes, and they are trying now to pull back out. But I want to stay with the Camarilla.
I am so glad I decided to spare you. Something told me that I would have been too rash to end your life. And I am glad that I have been justified in that position. So I will tell you right now, I don't care that they were working for the Anarchs. I do care, however, about espionage. And that is a hefty toll. What I will say is that I usually do not kill simply for being of a different sect, especially in this city with the powers that be. However, spies being caught usually end in death.
Well, before you go killing them, just they're all basically pawns, right?
No doubt.
They're young. They rushed into this. They botched it. But it was gonna spill out, right? Like, if I didn't come to tell you, I have no doubt somebody else was going to. Because it's messy. And I think you exercised good judgment with me. And I would hope that you would exercise good judgment in this situation as well. I understand that it's up to you. But I'd rather it come out from me than it come out from somebody else.
And so it has. When you mean to tell me that I exercise good judgment, what is keeping me, do you think, from slaughtering everyone but you? Is this a personal feeling you have? Or do you have some evidence that it is more some than others?
Well, I will say, as for what evidence they actually gathered, I don't think much, if any. We have a Hakata who's been hanging around. She's not really involved. I'm sure you could figure that.
That much I gathered when they were there that night.
Yes. Salix and Amane haven't really done anything. As for the others, I can't say too much on, but...
The others being Vivian and Elizabeth. That is who you have excluded.
Yes.
And what of them do you think?
I mean, reasonably, they're the oldest, so they're the biggest threats, right? But I would say it's hard for me not to have personal feelings in this matter.
I do not doubt you have grown attached to them over the last couple of weeks. But I'm not going to make a decision on your personal feelings alone.
I didn't think you would.
No, not very much in the spirit of the law. So when I ask, I mean objectively, factually. Or your feelings on them in their work-life balance, shall we say.
I think they had the most investment in seeing the Camarilla dismantled.
And the...
Elizabeth, in fact, said so. So, she did not like it very much. But
No, I don't believe she did. So you mean to tell me that it is Elizabeth who is most at fault, then? Not your Bruja, not your sire-hating Toreador, not you, but the Zemitzi.
Yeah.
And I take it you mean that I would spare Amane and Salix.
Preferably, yeah. But
I think it is no doubt that you will not be seeing Elizabeth again. Having someone like that in a city like this can start a lot of trouble. And I do not doubt that a lot of people would let it slide. But I am not one of those people. I, frankly, have incurred too much stress over this one coterie the past couple of weeks. For a numerous amount of reasons. No doubt due to the manner in which people speak. And the lack of tact in which they do.
yeah.
And I don't know if you're thinking it, but that was not a slight against you. I think you've come around. I think you've grown even in the last few nights.
Thank you. No, I was just thinking about everything that's gone on, and yeah, tact is about how I'd summarize where things fall apart.
Maybe you can enlighten me further, so I know exactly what I am dealing with. Make my case to the prince to justify my actions.
Yeah. So he'll explain, like, I don't want to like have to sit here and like recap
Right.
all of the past.
Just tell me in
Campaign.
so many words what you tell him.
Just gaining information on the Camarilla, the stuff with the Second Inquisition, like Barbara and Terrell were part of the equation at some point to try to get into the Elysium, but as we know, that kind of fell through.
Oh yes, I don't mean to interrupt your train of thought, but I do think you should know if you have not followed up on it. They are gone. For good.
Yeah.
It was your benefactors who delivered them to us as a token of goodwill, which I thought was strange. Suppose Addison told somebody on that council of theirs, and they thought, let's smooth some of that over. Let's get rid of the thing that caused a problem. Which is not outright a declaration of guilt, but...
Yeah, kind of. He was involved.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I figured you could surmise that.
No, I do not blame Addison for being a lapdog, or the only one safe enough to even come close to you without being noticed. He had to be the one. He had no choice. I'm sure they would let some of their more powerful members come and greet you. But I would imagine that meeting ended with, "Don't speak to us, this meeting never happened," something along those lines. I am well aware of how espionage works. Surprise, surprise. I also ask this because when I say a lack of tact, to my understanding, one of the least tactful vampires I've had the pleasure of meeting in my own life is that little Bruja. I almost snapped her neck when she waved to me cordially. I was not in a good mood, and thankfully I stayed my blade. But now I have a reason to off of her. And I know your personal feelings on the matter, that you think she's just a child.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That is precisely why I must get rid of and end their suffering before somebody else cruelly does.
She was in talks with what's his name, Chaz. Do you know a Chaz? So,
Maybe I won't have to do anything, actually. Maybe he will do it for me. Perfect. Solves one problem. No, Chaz, I don't know what she thought was going to happen. But I imagine Chaz was probably going to kill her, and if not, use her as a personal guard dog. It is no secret how much he hates those who encroach on his territory. An ambitious Ventru, I will say that at the very least. And
right.
He's not too much younger than me. So I don't know what game she thought she was playing, but it wasn't the one that she was looking at. She was playing his game.
Yeah.
And he didn't even tell her the rules. Well, that is hilarious. Thank you for sharing. Amane is completely inoffensive. I remember her when she was embraced.
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't done much, so.
And she is my clanmate.
Right.
I have spoken with her once before. Mostly through Annis. Dick that he is, by the way. Very pleasant individual to have conversations with, I must say.
I'm
and
glad
that
everybody
comment
hates
does not
him.
leave this room. You understand?
Of course. Of course.
I will bet everybody fucking hates this man.
They do. I mean, could you blame her with a sire like that?
No, a number of individuals have sire problems. I don't think she should die because she has sire problems and nowhere to go.
Right.
But if you believe Elizabeth, your leader,
If somebody had to die.
it would be her. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. Who do you think is in line to take that ghoul off her hands?
I didn't even think about Maddie.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah, her name is Maddie. And she's... I think I've seen her actually talking with the Hekata quite a bit. I mean, that would be out of our camp, but it would be off of our hands.
She wants to join that family. Do you know what that family is?
No idea, no.
Of course she wouldn't have told you. Not that I think you'd had the knowledge to ask either. Most don't. That family is strange.
How so? Most families are.
When you speak about the Hekata, usually you talk about the mafia, criminal activity, necromancy.
Okay.
That particular bloodline that she is a part of. If I am not mistaken, I believe from a number of years ago, that family is a Nagaraja. I know that means nothing to you, so I'll explain. The Nagaraja are cannibals.
Oh,
They eat people.
You did see me eat a person.
okay.
you have.
They are... They eat organs, like Hannibal Lecter, I believe is the book. I believe that is the book, yes.
I think it's a show.
It's a show. I remember it being based off a book.
Yeah, I got turned into a TV show.
Well, damn.
You're gonna sit down here and watch some fucking animal.
That newfangled Dahmer documentary.
Fun.
They made it on Netflix.
You're like, I knew him when he was alive.
Real prick. Somebody almost turned him into a Toyotoro. He was that charming. Ugh.
Then you would have had to deal with him a lot.
They almost murdered him. Oh, do you remember the Mansons? Fucking Christ. Fuck those guys, am I right? Oh no. Jokes aside, if there were any family to not get involved with, I would not get involved with them. Although, too late for you. So,
I was gonna say.
I don't care about the Hikata. They can take the ghoul for all I care. Is there anything else you would wish to share with me?
I believe that's just about it.
Wonderful.
I can't think of a good way to put I want your blood tactfully. Or in a way that's not drink. You should ask for that. That's so fucking stupid.
Gimme.
Daddy,
Gimme.
No.
I think as you're trying to search for the words, Kadir sees like that look in your eye, and he's like, as flattered as I am, I will have to decline your offer. You are showing me that you do not need my blood. And I would personally rather wane you off. It has only been a week, so you have to deal with these feelings for as strong as they are for the next 3 at the very least. And it will considerably lessen as time goes on, but I would not have you feed from me for 3 months. So that it is completely gone.
Okay.
I would not like to interfere on Blaine and his own child now. That would be deeply disrespectful to continue you on a blood bond for no reason.
Cool. Works for me.
Are you sure?
Well, if it even if you are not sure, the blood bond kind of reinforces it as much as it's conflicting. It's like you want more blood because you're addicted to it, but it's the blood bond is taking order from him, so it makes it cancel out.
Yeah.
There's too many addictions in Chantara's head, man.
I can give you more
Right.
cocaine. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo.
This guy knows. And where are you staying? I assume you are no longer staying at the museum. Oh, gone forever. Crazy. I didn't know you had obfuscate. This is...
Final death be upon you.
Whoa, be upon me. That was crazy. That was very funny.
Accident.
Welcome back.
On you, Zuko. I definitely need to know.
So what did you not hear? So
The last thing I heard is, so where are you staying?
and
I
the
assume
other
you're
half
right.
of that was, I imagine not in that museum.
No, I'm staying with Blank currently.
Wonderful. I would encourage you to continue doing that. And I would also encourage you to not contact anybody.
I wasn't planning on it.
I have to make sure there are dumber kindred than you who have tried bolder things. So now that the blood will make sure that does not happen. If there is nothing else, I will get promptly on that. So you are free to go. You have a very good evening, and I will Either you or, I imagine, Blaine will be getting a call very soon.
Okay.
You have a wonderful few nights.
Yeah, you too. Hopefully when we talk again, it's on better circumstances.
I imagine it will be. Definitely calmer circumstances. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Yep. Getting out of there.
Scurrying.
Out of the weird meeting room.
You get up and leave the room. You see, as you get up and turn to close the door back around, you see just Kadir sigh
Yeah.
deeply as yet another task is placed upon him.
if he had a vein popping out, it would be.
If he could have veins popping out of his temple, several would be.
Yeah.
You make your way down and out. If you could give me a wits and awareness check very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Just super quick.
Okay.
Just real quick.
3.
That's 3. That's not
Okay.
bad. I mean, okay. My next about to. I'll just re-roll it. Sure, why not?
If you
I
want
don't-
to. 4.
4.
Wow. In a room off in the corner, a door opens. You don't hear it. You just see it out of the corner of your eye. And as you look, inside you can see a number of individuals starting to leave the room. You see an individual you've never seen before, who looks like they have long, like very light red hair. She's pretty short, and she looks like she's wearing a nice dress with a veil over her mouth. You can't, it's very dark in here. It's black lace,
Yeah.
so you can't see under it, just the outline of where a mouth should be. And also exiting, you can see a very annoyed but calm Aisling Sturbridge, the Tremere Primogen. You also see Thomas Arturo, the Harpy, who was the architect guy, the big stuck-up motherfucker. Guy with the glasses, yeah, and the blue scarf and all that. And the last, but very not least, is Valerie. Just as you're almost to the front door to leave, you catch it, you look, and you just see them starting to file out of a room all the way across the entire floor.
Okay.
Walk out of there.
Yeah.
Brother, I know Valerie's hungry.
So you leave and get back into Blaine's car.
When he gets in the car, I think Blaine looks up from where he's like tapping on his phone with his little phone pin, and he goes, "Everything go all right?"
Yeah, I mean, okay. It went as well as I think it could have, right? Elizabeth is dying. I don't know about everybody else, but I tried my best to not have them die, but just kind of shrug.
Well, the important part is you are not dying.
Right. Yeah, he said he appreciated that I came to him, so that worked. But
Of course it worked.
of course her name, Ainsling. She was there, the harpy that she has or whatever. The guy with the glasses was there. And Valerie were in like another room. No idea what they were talking about, but they're just around. Yeah.
Something boring but important, I'm sure.
If you wait a moment, you can see them file out the front door. Aisling Sturbridge, Valerie Duval, Thomas Arturo, and somebody you do know, Blaine, because you have met them on several occasions as they move in and out of the city, is the Keeper of Elysium, Catherine Wees. her veiled face covering whatever horror lies underneath.
Hey, I've never met that lady before, but she's there too.
It would be Catherine, the Keeper of Elysium, and the one that apparently has
The second
put us in a
Inquisition.
bind.
Once the second Inquisition, what did you say? I missed it.
Oh, I said the one that has apparently put us in a bind.
Put us in a bind. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, with them knowing about her.
Yeah, second Inquisition. Yep.
We said the same thing, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was overlaid, so I was like, oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Anyway, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I would like to. It's not very fun in there.
Here, put this pen back in my phone for me.
Okay. Imagine having to use a pen to use a phone.
Shut up, I'm just starting to like you. Drive off.
I'll start vaping.
I love this father-son relationship
Crack
that's
the
blossoming.
window. Crack the window slightly.
Yeah.
Safety hazard. I won't be able to see for the smoke.
Oh my god. Don't you have like night vision?
Don't you have like night vision?
He's not wrong. He does have night vision.
That doesn't help with smoke.
Oh no, he doesn't have eyes of the beast. That's right.
No,
Fuck.
that's Baron. You're thinking Baron from the
Perrin
other
has eyes of the beast, right?
He doesn't
Shit.
fucking know. He doesn't use vampire powers. He just
He's
sleeps.
like, I just know the clans who can do that. I don't know.
Just sleeps.
Chintara says that, and Blaine says, I'm dropping you off at the nearest wayward home for thin bloods.
No.
And he drives back to the club.
Oh my. Wow. So I have a question. I know there was talk a long time ago about Civ and Elizabeth doing a seance for Mary Anning. Is that going to happen while other people are like out, basically?
Probably.
Yeah. I'll be
Cool.
honest, I meant to start a post and I've just been very busy this week.
That's
Well, see,
fine.
I
We certainly have the time to do it. So if you'd like to do it, we can do that now. If you'd like to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now I'm going to do a funny thing where I go before that happens. Now that we've opted in and said it's going to happen, before that
let's do
happens,
something else.
let's do something related but not quite. So before Elizabeth comes to meet you, Civ, you get an hour before that, you get a knock on your door from somebody unexpected.
Okay.
Uh,
Who's here?
So you open the door, and somebody you've never met before, but you as a player know very well, is Kennedy Valier,
Okay.
the Tremere from Fenrir's Coterie.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Tib doesn't. She's like, sorry, can I help you?
Yes. Hi, my name is Kennedy. Very pleasure to meet you. I understand that you have a business running, and I would like to become a customer.
Okay. What business are you looking for?
I mean to check if somebody is dead.
Okay.
Uh,
You can come in and we can talk about it in my office.
Thank you so much. And she walks in wearing her usual gothic attire.
Yeah.
She is more casual than her usual getup, which she's usually been seen by this coterie in more public party-like contexts. So
Yeah.
she is more in a like a cami and like jogging pants, shit like that. Like very on the low. Like I knew I wasn't gonna be seen by most people tonight. I was.
I'm just chilling. I'm just here to run an errand.
I'm here to run an errand and go back home, and that's it.
It's laundry day.
It's laundry
That's
day.
as you're getting today.
Sure, it's not bad. It looks nice. It's kept up. She has her makeup on and everything like that, but just not upscale outfit.
Talking about Christiana.
We're talking about
Kennedy has shown up to
That's a
Civ's
sexy girl here.
sexy
You're
redhead
only
girl.
interested in one sexy woman.
I don't like the ones who reject me.
All of them rejected me.
True.
So anyway.
Kennedy walks in and sits down on the other side of the desk and kind of just waits for you to do the down low. She said her case.
Okay, so she is asking me to check if somebody is dead.
Oh, okay.
Check if somebody is dead. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Well, there's a couple ways we could go about this. What information do you have on this person?
A great deal. Yes.
Okay.
They are mortal.
Okay.
And she lifts up her left hand and takes a ring off of her finger and places it on the desk. And then slowly slides her hand off the wood and places it back in her lap. I do know some things, and I do think that might be helpful.
Okay.
I can't tell myself, obviously, but...
I would like to go ahead and use my ding feather to take a look at this.
What's Oblivion? One
Oh,
success.
See if you can do better than that.
Nope, she can't.
Apparently she can't. Apparently that's all she wants to do today. She said no, I don't care that much.
So I think you know that sometimes, like, regardless of, like, anything, sometimes power, even if it should work, doesn't work. Can't fully explain why.
Sometimes the air is missing.
Spirit signals.
Sometimes the spirit's not around regardless.
Yeah. Sometimes the spirit's a dick and they just don't want to talk to you. Like, I get it.
So you either get a negative or a false negative, basically, is what it is. And you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, she kind of picks it up, inspects it, sets it down, kind of pushes it back towards Kennedy. Not getting anything off of it right away. That doesn't necessarily mean yes or no, but...
Okay. She picks the ring back up, places it on her finger again. When you were inspecting it, you did notice it is a band. It's nothing super extravagant. It's not like the most expensive thing in the world. It even feels like it might be a fake metal. But, like, it looks like gold, but probably not gold. And on the inside ring, it has some words in Latin.
Oh.
Which... Oh, does it have it in Latin? No, it does. In Latin. You know enough of Latin to know that it probably means something like forever, something about life, something about unbreaking chain, something like that. And looks up from her hand to you. So, is there anything else we can do, or?
There is plenty else we can do. That is just the first step.
Yeah, you don't know Latin. Actually, no one knows Latin. Latin's a dead language. No one speaks it. No matter what. Under no circumstances will Latin ever be read, ever.
No.
Fucking
why
wasp
would
bitch,
I know Latin? It's
Impossible.
I'm into esoteric shit. It's not like I'm into the dead. It's not like I'm into Latin. No.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
You wouldn't know fucking Latin.
Motherfucker, say to my face, say to my fucking face, bitch.
You would know Latin if a wasp stung you with it.
I mean, if that doesn't make it into a quote, I don't know what will. Oh fuck. All right, let's go back to the scene. Yeah. Something like that. You get it.
I get the message.
You understand the context.
Oh, I understand. If anybody understands me.
Is there any other way?
There is plenty of other ways. Yeah, I have a power that does exactly this shit. Okay, lovely. Good to know. We're gonna do a little ceremony today. Okay.
Knowing stone, ashes to ashes, or the binding feather. Yep. A stone from a church wall or other holy site, and a cup of the caster's vitae. The caster pours vitae from their body into a vessel, and then uses it to write out the true name of a deceased human on the consecrated stone. If the individual still exists as a ghost, their location becomes clear to the vampire. Roll resolve plus oblivion difficulty 2. If the target exists as a ghost, the vampire receives a vision of the ghost location. The vision can be accessed for the remainder of the scene.
So we're doing a ceremony, so we gotta go ceremony zone.
Cool, you bringing her downstairs?
So it's actually where I do the ceremonies is not down with the rest of my stuff in the Haven. It is in a different underground entrance underneath one of the mausoleums.
Cool,
So
so
I don't
you
have
bring
to-
her out to a mausoleum out in this empty fucking graveyard. A bit of fog lining
It's not
your ankles.
it's not Silent Hill out here at all. No, it's fine. It's
Little silent. It's a little Silent Hillish.
oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there's like a little in the back of the mausoleum. There's like a little kind of half hidden entrance where you can go down and down into this like down here. It's not like a building. It's like makeshift isn't quite the word, but it's like
Is it like ruins? More so?
kind of the vibe. It's like clearly this was kind of like this was not intended to be here. You know, this isn't part of the mausoleum. It's not part of the cemetery. It's not supposed to be here. This is something someone dug out for this specific purpose. And you know, the contracting is a little questionable.
Right. Almost ruined,
It's
like
a little
old
crumbly.
catacomb-esque, like that's underneath a new city.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like things are crumbling a little.
Mm-hmm.
It smells.
There's chunks out of stone pillars that
fucking
probably are too big.
Yeah. You know, you can't talk to ghosts unless you're a little unsafe. You know.
Yeah. I think you see Kennedy. She's been very grim and solemn this whole time, but as soon as she sees you bring her here, I think she lights up a little bit. Like, oh, this is my vibe. I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
Did you design this yourself? It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Ah,
Yeah, we are almost at the bottom here.
to keep a dog down here.
Let me get the lights for you. And Civ kind of goes around, like you get to the bottom of these kind of stone steps, and the room opens up. Not a lot, you know, enough space for a ritual, and not much else. And there are like shelves kind of put into the walls that have all of these like various materials and things, you know, a little storage down here. And there are some tables kind of around, and Civ goes around to all these tables and flicks on all of these LED candles. We don't use fire, because a lot of fire gets a little scary when you're a vampire.
Like solid plastic, and then like it flickers as if it's fire, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lights it up just enough where you can see in here, and it feels...
Spooky.
It has the vibe, but like I don't have to burn my finger and freak the fuck out.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
We're talking about LED candles.
Yeah, I'm talking about my LED candles.
Dollar General tea lights.
Yeah, 100%.
As you do that, Kenny's like, "Oh, I was kind of hoping for real fire. You don't use real candles in your rituals?"
I used to, and then they invented these, and they're a lot more convenient because they also don't get wax fucking everywhere.
That's
So,
fair. That's fair. It is a hassle to clean up off of hardwood floors. Ugh.
And after a couple of years, you get real sick of it. So
My vibes are too. I can't.
I understand. The vibes are so, but
They are. They are.
when you do this as much as I do, at some point it has to get a little practical.
That's fair.
But yeah, I pick up one of my consecrated stones.
Mm-hmm.
Get my pocket scalpel.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little BK going. And I ask Kennedy the name.
Do you need the full name?
Yes.
She kind of goes over to you and doesn't take your hand, but like almost in that way of like, if you reach out and grab my hand if that's needed, I'm allowing you to do that. The name is Freya Axelson.
Oh, that is. Civ writes that on the stone in blood. Her blood,
She
specifically.
also goes to tell you how to spell it.
Yeah.
Because she knows it's a hard name. But you write it in blood. And you wait. Resolve Oblivion.
Resolve Oblivion. I can
Difficulty
certainly do
2.
5 successes.
Baby! So, you write the blood, and Kennedy spins the ring on her finger, moving it, rotating it slowly, and looks and waits. And then, after a few moments, you know the timing down to a T. And what you get is nothing, which means the subject is not dead.
Well, depending on what news you were looking for, I assume this is good news.
This is very good news. Thank you.
Of course.
They were, are, I have to get used to saying that, very dear to me. And they were taken from me.
Taken.
Yes. Taken. Forcefully.
I see.
And I worry every day if they are still around.
Well, tonight they are alive. Finding them
Very good to hear.
is a different story, but
That I have covered in some way and working on it.
Good.
I have made recent connections to ensure that I am informed of their whereabouts. But I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to have to face a reality where that was not true.
yes. I very much understand.
Sure, you get similar stories.
There are many, and I, of course, have my own.
Oh, yes? You have lost someone dear to you? Well, that is probably unpolite.
It's not rude.
I mean, in a we all have, if we live long enough kind of way.
Oh yeah. By our standards, I'm not that old. But yes, it's a long story, but it's how I got here. And Civ is playing with the ring on her finger.
She notices and says, so you do understand.
I do.
Freyo is, she's, yeah. You know.
I get it.
You do. You know, it's odd. You have to parlay with your enemies sometimes.
That you do. That you do.
In order to get the information that I need, I had to parlay with mine. And they were of the same clan.
Huh.
Do you know many Samitsi?
Oh, I do know one. I mean,
They're colorful individuals, aren't they?
oh, very much so.
You know, playing a game of Smoke and Mirrors with dragons is a mage's game.
You're so right.
Tell me the Samitsi you know. Any strange behaviors?
Strange behaviors. Ziv has to think about that for a minute because she has to think about what she thinks is weird. Like,
You know, I must follow on every lead I can.
I understand. I don't think she's stranger than most.
Most Samitsi or most kindred?
Most kindred, probably, at least that I've seen, more normal than most Samitsi. But you know, the sort of faces people put on.
This is true.
I mean, she certainly has some things I'm interested in, but
Oh, any secret cages underneath her home?
secrets underneath the home, but strangely not containing, you know, flesh.
Strange. Very strange.
I know. I thought so too.
You know, a Zamitsi did very recently ask me to check something like that out. Perhaps we know the same one.
Perhaps.
Actually, on multiple occasions they asked me. I still have not set up a playdate. On my better judgment.
Well, I had a look. It was quite interesting. Nothing like anything I'd ever seen. And I've seen quite a lot.
Oh, something big?
Yes. Yes. Very big.
A friend of mine, I think, did let me know that this Samitsi I know had something of substantial interest. Something big might be an apt description.
Yeah.
I hate to be the first kindred to break the ice, but I simply must stop dancing around it.
Please, let's just talk about it.
A certain Frenchwoman?
Oh yes, Elizabeth.
Yes, we speak of the very same kindred.
Lovely. You want to hear what I found?
Do let me know.
You might actually know more about what's in the basement than I do. I'm not. It looked more blood magic-y. Certainly not necromancy. That was the other thing. I don't want to talk about that. Not because I want to keep it a secret, just because I don't like it. Just because I'm quite mad about it.
Blood magic, you say?
But yes.
Could you describe what you found? Maybe I already know.
Yes. Down. It was like a line, not visible to the naked eye, stretching through parts of the basement. It looked like it was part of a larger structure. But
she blood surges and does not get hungry. Oh, I wish she could take half on this, but she can't. Oh, so many dice, it has fallen out of my thing. Oh, come on. We knew, but we get better than that. Come on. Willpower. She desperately wants to know.
She wants to know so bad.
I've heard of several things like that. Whatever it is sounds powerful.
It feels that way.
How very strange.
So if you do ever decide you want to take a look, how about you let me know? I would love to show you around.
Well, if it's on her territory, I would not be a rude kindred and simply show up unannounced. And a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, also, I believe, has some manner of ability to see things like that. So I would also... She was also offered the opportunity to look around, so I would bring her too. We were both approached and asked. You may have heard of her. Her name is Monica.
Monica.
If you have not, I don't blame you.
Zuko, any chance?
Did you ever share their names with them, that they might have been coming over at all?
I honestly don't remember.
I mean, considering she's part of the coterie, and I think I would have said, yeah, I'll have. Like, if anything, I would have said like, oh, we can have, especially since we were investigating it together. I was like, oh, we know.
I think
I'll
there
have
was.
Monica and Kennedy take a look at it.
Yeah, there definitely was some mention of that.
Oh, right. There was also a portion where Salix was like, oh, yes, my friend. There was something along the lines of, she could tell when we were lying. Something, at some point in a meeting or a talk, somebody said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So you know Monica is in her coterie and is a La Sombra.
Okay. Oh, yes, Monica, they mentioned her. If they didn't mention you too, I just, didn't want to assume one Kennedy was the same Kennedy,
Well, now it's out of the bag. A common theme, don't you think?
Indeed.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more about that. If you're at liberty to say, of course. I don't want to pry.
Oh, they're just a little too good at letting things out of the bag, over there.
Can I ask why you stick around somebody like that? Is it just boredom?
Can I be honest? Yes, it is.
You have nothing to do out here besides talk to dead people? I don't take that as a slight. I would love to, but
no,
so
I mean,
more.
I do love talking to dead people, but it's like how do I describe it? Sometimes when you're working on a project and you're just stuck and spinning your wheels about it, you just want to step out and do something else and stimulate a different part of your brain. And I agreed to help them with some projects before I fully understood the scope of them, frankly. And now I'm a little too invested in that.
Right.
And one of them I like.
One of them?
I wouldn't.
I have met all of them. So
I like most of them all right. And there's
who's friends? Who's friends? Friends. Hi.
oh, Salix.
Fun one, isn't she?
She is so cute.
One of the many words I would use to...
And that cute is equal parts like
It's bless her
genuine
heart.
and condescending. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, yes, she is, and also, wow. Is that a bad thing to be when you're of kindred?
So cute. And and just what could I say more?
I like their thin blood. You know, Chantra.
Unfortunately, I do. They have a bad habit of flirting with every single person they meet.
Oh,
That was
well,
my first impression.
luckily I'm too old, I guess. So
I would take that
Hey,
as
you're not here.
a
Sorry,
blessing and an insult, I think.
something like that.
C'est la vie.
Whatever. I don't need the affection of younger men. That's gross.
No, you have.
I
I don't either, to be honest with you. I made that mistake long ago. Well, not too long ago, but long enough.
Listen, me and my husband have been quite happy for a number of years. So,
Husband, I got a different vibe, I gotta say. It's a good one. It's a good one.
well, I mean, we're not. I would not call us a traditional couple.
No, I don't believe you would, Finn.
Are.
Are.
I mean, certainly not now, but not then either.
Oh, I understand. Lesbianism. Guilty.
I'm a lesbian. I'm a straight woman.
No, I'm pan, unfortunately.
I think nothing unfortunate about it.
What?
What?
The mileage out of that emoji is so good. Thank you, Ron, for typing it.
You're welcome.
You're the distant you're welcome. All right, Maui.
Gosh. Thank me for being fucking unhinged.
Well, I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time. I do hear some car approaching, so I think you have other business.
Oh, appointments here. Oh, you know what? Speak of the devil.
Oh, is she here?
Yes.
Oh, how fun. Well, I better make myself scarce before she gets out of the car. So if there's a way I could leave without being in direct eyesight at the very least, then that'd be great for me, because I don't want to make things awkward. Especially since, if I had to guess, I think she's a little unsafe to be around.
You think so?
Just something I heard.
Interesting.
I have my ways.
I'll keep it in mind.
Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Of course.
And how much do I owe you? And she goes to reach into her purse.
Let's see.
I will pay extra for our wonderful conversation if that is something that is you need payment on.
I think we both exchanged plenty in that conversation. Just the ritual.
Wonderful.
And I haven't come up with prices, so whatever's reasonable.
She is ready to pay whatever is necessary.
Cool. Yeah, Civ has a number. Harvey just doesn't have the number that Civ has.
She hands you a wad of cash rolled up in a rubber band, and she says, "And I threw in a couple extra for you."
Oh, thank you.
Just because I value our friendship, acquaintance, so much.
Do you want my number, just in case you...
Sure. Why not?
All right. Here you
Just
go.
in case I need services again. Or we can just catch up and gossip.
I would love to gossip again. And yeah, Civ hands her basically what is a business card with her number and everything.
She takes it in her nails and just then moves it into her fingertips and stuffs it into her purse, letting it loose wherever zips it back up, slings it back over her shoulder, fixes it, adjusts.
Yeah. And when we go out of here, I'll show you the back entrance, and you can just go out that way.
Wonderful. Well, it was very pleasure meeting with you. I will be at home for the next couple of nights. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I like the sound of that, and if you ever do find Freya, I would love to see the both of you.
I will give you a visit of thanks.
Of course.
You have
And
a wonderful night.
You too.
Stay safe out there.
I will.
Thank you.
I always do. And yeah, Civ will take her back up and kind of give her directions down the cemetery paths to where the other exit is.
And she simply absorbs your directions and goes. So, Elizabeth, when you pull up alone in a car that you can barely drive,
What?
you do
Truly.
not see Kennedy at all.
Okay.
And your tires crumble and growl under the growl as you pull up right to the front of the usual spot that is just above the shared haven of Christina and Civ. And Civ comes out from the graveyard and comes to meet you.
Good evening.
Good evening. How has your night been so far?
It has been very good, very productive.
Good. That is good to hear.
Had a bit of a walk-in before you.
Oh,
So the virtual space is already warmed up.
no, perfect. Anything interesting?
Oh, no, just the usual, helping someone find a lost loved one.
Oh, good, good. How long has it been since Shanthara has left us?
Less than 24 hours.
Less than okay. All right then.
It is. I'm assuming all of these scenes are happening simultaneously.
Yeah, I do think. I will say in that, like, I think probably the next night, like after that had happened, I probably would have texted Shanthara of just like, "Hey, everything okay?" Question mark.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you. You're not coming home. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
You good? Yeah.
We'll make that a note.
Okay.
But floor
Okay.
is yours. It's your scene.
Lovely.
All right.
So, you did bring the picture, correct?
Yes, I did. I have. Yes, I have. And I'll produce this picture. It's I'm trying to think. Yeah, it wouldn't be a photo. It'd be like a painting
You would be a
Painting.
painter.
of them.
A
Yeah.
painting works just fine.
You see a woman with a little bit of a plumper face, with not a bonnet per se, not like huge fucking,
Yeah.
stereotypical. It's more of just a little. I don't want to say do-rag because that's not what that is. I guess a bonnet is as appropriate as any, but kind of just comes up to like just before her hairline kind of wraps around, and then
Yeah.
a big like Victorian dress, like big hoop skirt kind of vibe, black blouse, very buttoned up.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yes, I brought this and I'll like take out the amulet. You had mentioned this area. I do not know if I mean, I always keep this on me, but in case you need it
Oh, yeah.
for this.
That is indeed what I need. Well, would you like to get right to it?
Of course. Of course.
Right. And we can see, we can do this one of two ways. I can show you how it works first before I summon her. Or we can just go straight in.
I am curious to see how this works.
Okay. Well, good news. I have my own, so I will show you to the virtual space. And I take Elizabeth down this same, path to the mausoleum, around the back, and downstairs. The candles are still on. I did kind of clean up the last ritual before I took Kennedy out. Yeah, there's probably like a little spilled vitae on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
soaking into the dirt and whatever.
And it's yours, so it doesn't even matter.
And yeah, who cares? You're gonna spill a little blood. It goes
Yeah.
along.
Gotta spill a little blood.
Something about spilling blood to make an omelet or some shit. I don't know. I don't cook.
You gotta spill a blood to make a spirit slave. Whatever.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Yeah, tomato, potato.
Okay, hold on. Now, did I did say the description for summon spirit? Oh, that is Pearl's character sheets. That's super not who I need.
No, very much
That's
not
not
the
who I need.
vibe.
Not who I need at all. There she is.
There she is.
Here's the okay. Just
Where is
some
that
spirit.
fucking? Am I blind? I am blind. Someone spirit's right fucking there. What am I doing? Arouse check and resolve oblivion.
Wonderful. So I'm going to basically give Elizabeth a little tour of this power. I'm gonna summon Svar.
You
So-
of course recognize it from about a week ago, almost exactly, when Civ and Kirishiona did this exact thing on the Second Inquisition. Of course, a very different setting and circumstance, but it's the same ritual.
We get a Civ has a it is on one of the shelves. There is basically this like big it'd probably be metal, like keepsake box, like file box. And she just kind of opens it, and you kind of see a bunch of little random pieces of paper in there, and she just kind of reaches her hand in and like digs around until she pulls something out. She kind of looks at it, and shows it to you, Elizabeth. It is a copy of a photograph. Man, he is probably 30-ish in this photo. Maybe. He looks more like 20-something. He has long brown hair and brown eyes. And is I don't know who you think has married this terribly dour goth woman, but like this person almost looks like too bright, It's like not you would expect someone matching her energy, and it's like
This is a husk of a man.
Yeah, this is
almost a Salix type, like punk on the outside, but like
Normal, kind man.
yeah, absolutely. Like
Truly a
Normal
Swede through and through.
yeah.
His voice
so, yeah.
comes in whispers and distance, even though he's right in front of you.
Mhm.
Pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh, it is very nice to meet you as well.
Hello, honey.
Yeah. Hi. But yeah, once she has, done the little ritual, taken off the ring, rubbed some blood on it,
Mm-hmm.
the whole situation. The way he appears as a wrath is a little bit different. Certainly a little more I would say grizzly, I guess.
Yeah.
He has they're very similar to the scars that are over like Civ's face, but like twice as much and kind of everywhere. Like was ripped apart and then somehow put back together.
You're looking at a Frankenstein who was, instead of stitched together, was ripped apart by a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
somehow came back together, scarred. And he doesn't look that much older than he did in the picture she showed you. But he's very barefaced in the photo and very much has a beard as a wraith. So you're not sure.
How much time had
If,
passed?
yeah.
Wonderful.
But yeah, it's a very simple ritual. Civ is especially quite quick with this as she summons him all the time. But she kind of walks you through it, Elizabeth. As she puts her vitae, she takes this gold wedding band and she nicks her finger and rubs it into the engravings on the inside.
See? Simple.
Easy. It's I mean, if someone's not used to being summoned, it can be a little odd, but and depending on where she is, it might take a minute. But that is essentially how it is.
It was quick because I'm always right here.
Of course.
It is beautiful.
Oh, shucks.
What can I say? I'm French. We love a good romance.
Yeah. I'm Norwegian, which means I like beer, I think.
Is that true?
I don't
Is
know.
that what we like?
It's cigarettes for me more.
Exactly.
Which a lot of them were French, so I guess whatever.
The French make a good cigarette. What can we say?
If
Yes.
nothing else.
If nothing else, yeah. There are a lot we don't do good. Cigarettes are not one of them.
Well, at least it came from the horse's mouth, I guess.
Now, are you ready for Mary to join us?
Yes, I think I am.
Okay.
At least as ready as I ever will be.
It is quite the experience the first time.
It gets easier.
Ugh, it sure does.
So, you take off your necklace.
Yeah. It's this like little sort of like opalized ammonite that has like just sort of like a silver just sort of ring to keep it as a pendant. And I hand it to you.
So beautiful. And the picture.
Yes, of course.
It kind of does the same sort of thing, but this time her vitae kind of like seeps into the crevices of this fossil, and I just have to study it and call out their name. Okay, cool.
Okay. It's like you have to burn it.
Destroy $1
This is
million
the only one I have.
painting. It's I think what it is that it's like propped up against it, and then like the necklace is actually on top of whatever altar like stone like thing that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
So you call out the name Mary Anning. And it does take a while.
Yeah.
Takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah, after about like a few short minutes pass, and Civ kind of looks to Sfar, and she's like, "How long do you think it'll be?"
Yeah, we're reaching the upper limits right now, probably.
I mean, does the time she has been dead affect it?
Usually not, no.
It's just about wherever she's wandering right now.
Okay.
If she's several continents away, then it can take a second.
Oh, that will do it.
She kind of has to walk.
Yeah, unfortunately, ghosts don't really get special travel privileges. Not
The air in the room changes as a very powerful wraith, one with stronger memories than many others, and a very storied history that is well known, changes the air in the room, and you can almost feel it compress into a center point near the necklace, near the painting. And it almost makes you lean forward, but you hold firm. And then it kind of settles like rolling thunder. And appearing in front of you, dressed differently than the painting, although not unlike you remember her, in something a little bit more casual for the time period, of course, is Mary Anning herself. She is in color, but she's stylized through a memory, through people who positively remember her, because that's all that's left. She is much older than Svar. Svar has living memories. He has the good, he has the bad, he has the in-between. You are one of the very few people, if not one of the only people still alive, who remember her as a person. And even then, centuries have colored your vision. You are looking at her through rose-tinted glasses. But that is turned up to 11 as an idealized looking ghost appears floating somewhere in space above this altar. She looks around, confused, not upset, just taking in surroundings, and almost doesn't recognize you, but that's not out of missing you. It's like almost she's looking through people and just assessing the situation. And then after a moment, if no one calls out to her, does somebody call out to her?
Sif will just kind of say, like, good evening, Mary.
She kind of falls out of her stupor. She just kind of comes out of this zoned out space that she was in with a breath and looks at you first. Sif, she says, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you. And her eyes wander slowly. She doesn't even really take in notice that Svar is here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was part of what was fucking her up, of like, okay, so there are still wraiths here. Am I, where the fuck? This looks equally as ruined, but...
Yeah, like, what's this fucking situation?
It looks like the same place I was just at, and now there are two non-mortal things here. Like,
there's these two women, like, I don't know what's happening.
Two random women in my house. No, I'm just kidding. And then she finally looks at you, Elizabeth, and you see her eyes don't water, but the expression matches that.
Marie?
Liz.
I think Elizabeth is fully, like, bloody tears going down the eyes, like, fully, like...
You're bleeding, hon. Can I? And she goes to
Oh, that
approach
happens.
you and like literally like lick her thumb and go to. She can't, but she tries
Yeah.
anyway. She kind of phases through you, and for the first time, for real, you feel cold. It's almost nice.
I think Elizabeth also just, again, reflexively does put a hand up to, like, clasp her hand. And she says, oh, that, yes, that, no, I'm not, how, that, just happens now.
You're... Don't tell me.
Yes,
Who did this to you?
Mouse.
Her bottom lip trembles as you see her face contort and move into an expression that is very rare for her, which is true anger. Can I kill him?
You do not have to. It is okay. It is okay. This, and I think for the first time, Elizabeth says this almost as if she is trying to convince herself more of, this is what I had wanted.
You want it?
Siv's like fully like now kind of like back. She's like, I imagine this her altar, like she kind of kneels at it and she's fully like stood up and like gone back against like the wall with Svar, and they're like kind of like commenting, like whispering to each other about
Gossiping.
So this
Yeah.
this is intense, right? I'm picking up something. What the fuck's happening?
There's a lot.
There's a lot here. This feels like somebody with 200 years on him. Like,
Yeah, no, this is 200 years. And, you know, like, I know it was weird. I know it was weird for us, but I haven't really seen another Kindred do this, and it's awkward.
yeah. Wraiths usually do hate Kindred, and like I do hate most of them. But like, you're cool because like I knew you, but like
Like you knew that
this has
I
gotta be a shock.
This has gotta be.
Listen, you've married me knowing one day I'd probably be a
And also
vampire.
the implication that she wasn't checking in recently, that's very crazy. What?
Continue. You're fine.
You wanted this?
Yes, this, in a way, yes, this was, I mean, you know how I was able to meet you the first time. That clan, the Mace, when they take on the ghoul, this is the end goal.
It's been a very long time. Did you tell me that? I feel I've forgotten. If you did.
That is okay. It is okay. It has been 200 years. It is okay for you to forget some things.
I suppose it has.
I would say people know you.
Yes, people do. It gets awfully lonely.
I'm sorry. I wish.
You didn't want to come with me?
I did. It's complicated and it's.
Wraiths don't like vampires. If you die, I will lose miss you forever. Why couldn't you just...
Complicated. I understand for the most part now that most of the feelings that I had towards Marsh, they were as a ghoul, that the blood he gives, it has an effect, and I mean it's lessened now. I still have opinions about that, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was what. I'm pretty sure.
I won't, but I want to. He shouldn't have. He couldn't. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, kind of. I wish. Those are the fireworks going off. I don't know if you can. That's picking up, but that's what's.
I think
happening.
A little rumble.
understood. Yeah.
That was so distracting.
It sounds like gunshot. Just like, all
The
right,
Wraith world is
Zuko's
going crazy right now.
crazy.
I fear. Wow, that is really distracting, huh?
It's fine.
Let me change my voice settings very quickly so that doesn't come on.
I'm so glad it's still
It
bright
still
out,
comes
so
up.
people
It still comes up on the mic. That's crazy. All right, whatever.
That's fine.
That's wild.
We deal
I
with
hate
it.
fireworks. Whatever.
Just go out there with a water gun and start spraying them down. It's
That's
fine.
not okay.
Nobody will be mad at you. Everybody will understand.
Everyone will understand you're trying to run
I
vampire.
personally am trying to run a game of vampire. You meanie.
And I need silence.
Which is
Hey.
I wanted this. I want this to be more positive, but
It's okay.
did you need to talk about something?
I just wanted to see your face again. It's been... a lot has happened recently, and I... things are going to be getting very dangerous, and I just...
This may be the last time you have the chance.
Yes. But hopefully it won't. Hopefully we can do this again. Sifia, and I'll try to like gesture to
The two gossiping in the corner.
yeah, the two gossiping in the corner. They they do this often, and this is well that you are well that.
I know.
If you want, you don't have to. I don't have to do this again if you don't want. If this is too hard or too much, that is okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I just fear that now that I know, I will be waiting for the day that you either are able to see me again, whenever that is, or the next time I see you, you will be ripped apart by the wraiths in limbo. And that will be the last chance. And I do not want to see you like that.
I don't want you to see me like that either, and I will tell you now, I am going to do everything I can to ensure that doesn't happen.
Have you been living for me this whole time? A dead woman. Have you found no other joy in your long life?
I have found it is not there. It is not as much as I've had with you, but I've found some friends. They are good people. They are, well, I shouldn't call them people. They are as best as things like me can get. But they help.
I don't know what to say, Elizabeth. I look at you and I see a much younger woman, although you look the same. And I know that you're so much more different than that, from what I remember. And I'm so much more different than what you remember. Are we even the same people anymore? Or is this just a memory?
Does it matter?
It should. I've spent my entire life obsessing over memories of the Earth. And you know it felt so much better when you found something true. And I fear this is... I fear we are looking at old books and seeing things that we wish were true. It feels true. I want it to be. But you've made your decision. You wanted to live forever. And remember me. And I am dead. And I have not seen you in 200 years. And I have been loving you all the same. Whether it's a memory, whether it's not.
As have I.
You should live your life the way you want to live it, and not worry about an old woman like me.
Because you're just as old as I.
Yeah.
You're only as old as I am.
It's different. It's very different.
Okay.
I love you.
Then I love you too.
Whatever you choose. Just remember that.
I will always.
I think you see her get lost in whatever contemplation. She's still here, but mentally she's somewhere else right now. Civ / Harvey, Do you know how this power ends? Does it have to end willingly, or does it just go away after a certain point?
I'm guessing how it works is like eventually the power of the ceremony that is kind of making them visible fades.
Right.
I don't know if it takes them back to where they were or if they're just kind of here.
You know,
She has to catch a fucking bus back to wherever.
Ghost Bus.
Get out of here.
She has to walk down. Well, we're in New York, so great news. You can catch a boat. Like right over
There are
there.
boats over the seas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if she has another fetter, I'm sure Zafar could give her a ride. But like,
So, I will turn to you, Justin. Unless you have something else for Mary, then she will fade.
I think Elizabeth, like, whether it works or not, and I think even whether she logically knows it wouldn't work or not, I think she does try to reach out to hug Mary before she fades.
I think it happens exactly that. Her mind goes elsewhere. You go to hug her. You go straight through her. And as you realize that it won't work, I think it's the hug, look at my hands and my arms as the thing that I am inside of just fades. It simply stops becoming visible.
And I think Elizabeth fully just starts sobbing.
I think Civ
Me too.
kind of turns to Zafar and she's like, if you want to go, I got this. Like, if you want to be not visible to anybody else, I got this. Like, you can.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. I'll meet you inside. And he fades as he phases through the wall. He also fades from view, and is no longer in the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, Civ just kind of proverbially takes a breath. And she goes over and she kind of kneels down to Elizabeth and she's like, do you just need a minute? Do you want
Yes,
want me here or do you want me to go?
No, thank you for that. And I think Elizabeth will pull out like a I think she had assumed something like this would happen and had packed tissues, and is just wiping her face.
I will cry for one reason or another.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, I'm crying. If it works, I'm crying. Either way, blood is going to be on that floor.
And there's more tissues over there on that table. Don't wipe your face until you're done crying. And I have over there too. There's like what's the word I'm looking for? Wet wipes.
Thank you. I think this is the first time I've cried since I've been downed.
Wow. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to leave you with your feelings for a moment? It sounds like you need it.
Yeah.
We bury it down. We bury it.
We bury it. I mean, also
In
realistically,
Avatar, they
keep
would
in
call me
mind-
the tearbender. That's all I'm saying.
They call me the
Also, realistically, she's only been a kindred for what, less than a month? Technically, a full kindred.
Hey, plenty to
Yes.
cry about in your life.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's also true. Do you think that was the right thing to do?
don't know if there's a wrong answer when it comes to these things. I know that it's hard. It's certainly never easy. I mean, it only looks easy on my end because we've been, me and Svar have been doing this consistently for 30 some odd years now. I mean, we had time to adjust. I'll tell you, our first meeting was a lot less pretty than this. We worked it out since then.
Okay. That's good. I just hope I'll have the opportunity to work it out.
I hope so too. And I would love to help you with that,
Thank you.
of course. I do think perhaps the best course of action is to give it time for now.
Okay. I trust you with this. If if there is anything you need from me or for whatever you need, if money can buy it, I will do what I can to do it.
I appreciate it.
Even if money can't buy it, I will do what I can.
I believe our payment for this appointment was already settled. So, there's nothing left to worry about other than whatever is going on with you right now.
Yes. Yes, I think I have a lot to re-evaluate.
It is quite sobering.
And I think Elizabeth will like stand up, try and wipe away more tears.
Here, you
Uh,
miss some over here. Let me get that for
thank
you.
you.
I wouldn't want you to walk out there all scary.
Yes, that would help. I've seen this happen. It's, I guess, she gestures to the tears. I've
Yeah.
seen this happen. It is very different on the other end. Oof.
Yeah. At least on the brighter side, you only covered in your own blood because you cried. I was as far as better when I first summoned him, and that was not very pleasant for either of us.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. You can imagine it was a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, oof.
Not a great first re-impression. But like I said, we've had 30 years to figure these things out.
If this is too personal to ask, but how long after were you able to speak, after his passing, were you able to speak to him?
Took about 10 years.
Okay.
Would have taken a lot longer had, I guess I wouldn't even have known where to look if I hadn't been a hunter before, and even then, the werewolves don't really do the necromancy thing. It was
That is fair.
It was a lot of work on top of a job and children, but I would say it was worth it.
Good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it works out. That it. I don't mean to sound selfish, but I'm happy that it can work out, even if it's rocky.
It can, and it is hard, at first. So I do feel for you. I do. I understand very well what you're going through.
Have you? I ask because you had been planning. I believe I was. Was I made aware about Shanthara's or Pearl's funeral by Shanthara?
Did that happen yet? That's a great question. I don't
It
believe
hasn't happened
yet.
Yeah, Ron says it hasn't happened yet.
Because I haven't
Okay,
I guess Chantra's been dragging his fucking feet.
understandable.
had a lot going on.
Oh, you've had a lot going on, really.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen considering Shanthara has just been told don't talk to them.
Yeah, he's kind of getting busy snitching us out.
Regardless,
Well, you can invite Blaine and Kadir.
I'm.
Ah, yes, the kindred whose head I've slain.
I did not know them long.
Oh my
They
god.
took their death well.
It was honorable, I must say.
I would
No
love
arguments there.
it. I would love it. I would love it.
Spit out my fucking drink.
Down.
I'm more so asking if whatchamacallit, Shanthara has talked to us about Pearl's funeral yet.
I'm sure it's been mentioned numerous times.
Okay.
At least once.
At least
by
once.
Sid or Chantra. Like,
It has been mentioned.
Okay. Then I will just ask Siv, have you heard from Shanthara since last night? Since the Blaine went with them?
heard from him. I saw them off, of course, but no.
I have not received
Are you-
responded.
Neither have I.
Do you worry about him with Blaine?
I do. I do worry. I worry about one. I worry about all of my coterie. I do worry about Shanthara because, believe it or not, he reminds me of me at one point in my life. In different ways. I will not say go into specifics, but being thrust into this world and then quickly losing somebody you fell in love with, I can relate to that, amongst other things. So I do, in general, worry for him.
Yes, I see bits and pieces of my own life in his too. It's hard not to empathize with such a situation. But at the same time, he strikes me as the deeply independent sort. If he needs a day to himself, I would not be a bit surprised. So don't worry too much yet.
Okay. If I don't hear from him in the night, then I will see if there are some things that can be done. If not, I just hope he. I just hope he's okay. He hasn't gotten himself into too much trouble with Blaine, or that Blaine isn't dragging him into something.
Well, the last interaction that they had didn't sound all too pleasant, but I hope they work it out.
I agree. I agree.
I imagine it's hard to not have a very good relationship with your sire.
Yes, and
A problem I
As-
don't really relate to, but can
I
understand.
understand. Yes, I agree. I do not relate to that specifically, but I can understand being blood bonded to your sire to an extent.
I always do wish the best for everyone,
Of course,
or something like
at
that.
the end of the day, I think that is the most you can do. Give them wish the best and hope they are okay.
Well, I may have some personal business to attend to the next couple nights. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
But if I hear from him sooner than I see you all again, I'll give you a ring.
That would be appreciated, and I do not. I mean, I would like to thank you for everything with Maddie as well.
Of course, goodness, if there is someone around here I relate to, it would be her.
Yes, if there is anybody in around her that I am glad that she has, it is you.
Thank you. I need to message her myself, but
One of you is getting a call.
is it me?
It's you.
It's me. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I will pick up the phone.
You answer the phone. You recognize the number. You don't have it saved in your contacts. Addison answers the phone. Hello, my dear.
Hi, Addison.
I have it on good authority you are a mixed company, so I'll keep this short. When should I deliver you the ghoul?
Can be. Let's see. As early as tomorrow night.
You will get it. How about say in 5 hours?
5 hours? Done.
From now.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. We're making preparations.
Lovely.
Please keep her safe.
You know that I will.
I'll look forward to hearing from you very soon.
I will hear from you soon too. Don't call me dear next time.
Force of habit. My bad.
Oh, I'm not mad at you.
Wonderful.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Click.
Click.
So you heard her end of the conversation.
Okay.
Sorry. Another appointment.
So
And services are in high demand tonight.
Okay.
I need subterfuge charisma, and I need wits insight.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you go down without a fight, my man.
Isn't this so much fun?
What? That is the first news I'm hearing about any ghoul. What?
Oh, it's
You said
Maddie.
wits insight.
Wits insight, yeah. Oh, you weren't here for very important conversations. I apologize.
Yeah.
Shantara! He ratted us out!
Know that?
You don't know nothing.
I don't know
A little bit
shit.
more than that happened.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, interesting.
I saw the meme.
One
Is
success.
Kudir going to kill us now?
Only some of you.
Elizabeth.
Some of us.
Basically, Elizabeth is on the chopping block right now.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes versus 1 success is so.
So
Truly both of 2 not very good rules for us. But I have won the battle this day.
Won the battle.
she's telling the truth.
Can I spend willpower to have them re-roll a success into a failure?
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
I know it's not.
That's crazy.
You're really hard and judgmentally and make her nervous. Like, is that what you're
Come on.
asking right
We
now?
just had this very emotional conversation. Give me something, please.
So she's telling the truth.
Okay.
She's
Well,
just being
that is
secretive
good.
because she likes keeping, for normal reasons, her client
Yeah.
stuff private.
Secrets for
Look
normal
at the
reasons.
confidentiality laws.
Yeah,
you
something
know.
about she's a doctor or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I can't disclose my patient's information. That's crazy.
So nothing on her face. She is stalwart as ever, calm as ever.
Okay. If that is
No
the
HIPAA
case,
violations here. Yeah, not in the Nagaraja's Haven.
No, it is confidential.
Right,
I'll
for
tell you
sure.
that much. Is it against the Hippocratic Oath? No, they're already dead.
True.
hey,
Hey, Hippocrates didn't have any wherewithal to think about ghosts, did he?
Actually,
the Hippocratic Oath concerns living bodies of people.
Right, for sure. Once they're
The
dead,
soul
fuck them.
and the corpse. Fair game.
the corpse
How
are my.
long has it been?
How long has it been since
Sorry.
what? The Hippocratic Oath was invented?
How long has it been? No, since I left for driver's ed. How many nights? How many rouse checks do I have to make?
Just
None.
None.
It's-
Or what?
Chandra
Yeah.
has
Yeah, just
we
one.
have we have a lot of scenes happening at once. So
It's
you
all
haven't-
Yeah.
everything that's happened tonight has been simultaneous.
Because let's see what has happened. So
Midnight's
Oh,
the perfect time to rat out your friends at Elysium,
I would never.
and it's the perfect time to summon a ghost of
Listen,
someone.
I'm recording for a reason, so
Yeah.
everything will make sense
it
in time.
is.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time to party as well.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
That's what.
So
That is
she
what
ends the
I'm
call
saying.
and says, whatever you just said about just another appointment, whatever. She's nothing
Okay.
weird about that.
I do not pry then. Alright, well, if you've got things to do, I shall not keep you.
yes, and don't spend so much time worrying about Chandra that you forget to worry about yourself, Elizabeth. You've had a hard night. And you should, take some time for yourself, I think.
Do I?
I think
I-
that's that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ziv is really just talking about the fact that you just
Alright.
saw the ghost of your fucking not wife.
You've just
Yeah.
cried for the first time as a kindred.
Yeah, that's
Go home and
Welcome to the club.
have the kindred equivalent of
ice
some
cream.
ice cream and a good cry.
Yeah.
That's kind of what she's saying.
An
to you.
intern and a good cry.
Yeah. a
No,
little
because that's a stain.
No, because that's a stain.
Nar.
I have a stain as a tree.
It's a little stain as
Have
a tree.
stain.
as a tree.
Another one.
You know what,
Well, you're
fuck
already
it, I'm
humanity
already
6, so who
human-
cares, you know?
Yeah, I'm already humanity 6. I'm
What's
gonna
another
die
touchstone
this-
gone?
What's another- Where are the Annings? Let me find them.
Oh my god. Turn her whole family.
Oh God.
So many
She would
rouse
never
checks.
forgive you.
Well,
All right.
I will see you back to the car.
Thank you.
You walk to the car. You get in. You drive back home. Kindred. There's something I have to inform you about. The next session will be our season finale. Some of you may die. Some of you may live. What I will be posting tonight as a 10th Jihad Diary is a conversation between two serpents
Ooh.
who wrap themselves around all 5 boroughs of New York, waiting to strike.
Ooh.
And that is all for this week on New York by Night. Join me next week for our thrilling conclusion. I hope to see you there.
Next session, Death of a Dragon.
And next session,
Damn.
Beowulf.
Fenrir just shows up for some reason.
Fenrir?
From Norseman.
Oh, you have no idea how
A
funny that
giant
is.
hog.
You have no idea
Oh.
how fucking funny that is.